Hello, hello, hello. Guess what broke 2 seconds before going live? My mic. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? I need a small Phillips. Are you a Phillips? No, you're. What is the one with Phillips? Is 4-point. What's the 2-point one or 3-point? What is the 3-point screwdriver called? It's got 3 prongs. This one. That'll work. Yep, that's gonna come out. There. And that goes in there. Okay, and then this. Hopefully I didn't rip the threads out of this. You know what? We'll do a little bit of insurance. We're doing a little bit of fixing stuff before we go live. That's why the mic sounds probably horrible right now. Good. Little dab will do ya. Although I probably could have used Loctite instead of super glue. Okay, so you go like that. And you screw in like that. Okay. And then I get off here, clean off the extra. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. And then put this in the pocket. Up the shirt. And then hello. That clips on there. That clips on there. And then we're good. Yay! How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Everyone having a good Saturday? Put the PG-13 rated Gamer Subs cup out of the way. Buy some Gamer Subs. Code Canuck. Save 10%. You know what's fun? I've been fiddling with this thing. So if you don't know, All Power sent me one of their power banks a little while ago. I've been fiddling with it. We did a stream where we powered a printer off of it. I haven't really played with the solar panels yet with it, but I've just been kind of like, if I'm going to do a video on something that I normally don't do videos on, this is a power bank, I want to sit on it for a bit. And by sit on, I mean I want to have this available and just kind of like use it, like see how often it actually is usable. For like some, I don't go camping. I would like to go camping, but I haven't gone camping with it. So it's like, huh. Well, the other day, yesterday, I had to cut a bunch of aluminum extrusions for something I'm working on. So I get my chop saw and I bring it outside. Normally, I got like a little corner in the backyard where I do all my like cutting and whatnot, because it's like, I don't care what gets on the floor and I don't have to clean up the mess. It's the bad area of the backyard. Anyways, TLDR, I didn't want to run an extension cord out there. So I'm like, cool, I'll try this thing. This worked perfectly. This is great. I just brought it out there. I put my thing down on the bench. I plugged it in. I chopped my extrusions, and then I just picked it all up and carried it inside. I was done. No having to like get the extension cord, plug it in, run it out the door, untangle it. It's just like, yeah, just plug it in, off you go. I was like, yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm starting to get the idea behind these battery banks. I'm starting to get it. But yeah. Let's get live chat. Do we got the music on? We got that on. Live chat enabled. Sweet. So we're all good there. So yeah, so today we are carrying on with the build of the all-wheel drive. The Siboor VORON TRIDENT all-wheel drive kit is what we're continuing on with today. Behold, the printer. How much battery did it use? I don't know. I only cut like 2 or 3 extrusions. I only had to do like 2 or 3 cuts. It was at 47% when I started, and when I finished, it was still at 47%. So, yeah, it didn't use a lot. But just grabbing it, going out there, going chop, chop, okay, and carrying it all in, instead of having to like find my 50-foot extension cable, plug that in, run that out, untangle it all, then pile it all back up. And then it rained yesterday, so it would have been all muddy. So instead, I just walked out there, I put it on my little bench, I put the power bank on a little piece of plywood, and it was actually kind of nice. It's the corner of the yard where you dig a hole and dispose of your old motor oil. For those that don't know that reference, it's from an old Popular Mechanic. Dispose all oil in ground Popular Mechanics. Yeah, so back in ye olde days, back when nobody cared, right? Because it was, you know, future generation's problem. Hi, future generation here. Y'all screwed up everything for us. Thank you. Anyways, this is what you used to do, right? You just kind of disposing of used engine oil can be a problem solution. Dig a hole in the ground with a post hole digger and fill it with fine gravel. Then just pour in the oil. It will be absorbed into the ground before your next oil change. Cover the spot with dirt. So yeah, just, you know, you have that little spot, you peel the grass up, you pour your motor oil in, and you put the grass back down. And then in a couple months when you got to change your oil again, you just use the same spot. It'll dissipate. The earth is big. We got the oil out of the ground in the first place. We're just returning up unto the earth the oil from which we have borrowed temporarily. Circle of life. Inshallah, whatever. Yeah. Thank you, previous generation, for completely screwing up everything for us. You guys were great. TLDR. Yeah, today on Reddit, I effed up subreddit. So I found this old Popular Mechanics magazine, and I've been using it as advice, and it's been a couple years now. Now my backyard's a Superfund site, and the EPA is suing me for millions. Okay, what are we doing today? Well, the first thing you're gonna do today is every stream, we give away a spool of filament of PolyMaker. Do you want to win this spool of filament from PolyMaker? Of course you do. Everyone does. To win that spool of filament from PolyMaker, you need to enter for your chance. Link in the video description. Get on in on that. Get entered. Let's go ahead and do that. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button. If you're new to the channel, hi, welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, like the smash button. If you want to help support the channel, the content I create, the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, yada, 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 YouTube blah. Also setting up, this kit was provided to me by Siboor for the purposes of building and showing off on the channel. Words and opinions are my own. I'm not being paid to build it. There's no contract. Obviously this is a live stream, so they're not saying anything ahead of time. Blah, 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 more YouTube disclosures. What else? Was there anything else? I don't know. Buy some gamer subs. Code Canuck. Save 10%. It's delicious. The worst part is that generation is mostly politicians now. Yes, and the best part is they're elderly politicians that have had their brains idled by lead exposure growing up. So leaded gasoline and leaded paint. You know how we got rid of that stuff? Because, you know, it increases your... What's the one? Proclivity to violence and being short-tempered. Yeah, lead exposure as a child really screws up your brain and the way you develop. So it's good to know the generation that grew up with lead paint and leaded gasoline fumes in the back of their, you know, sitting in the back of their dad's car with like a rusted floorboard because we didn't have safety inspections of vehicles. So you had just holes in exhaust. And yeah, that generation's in charge of everything right now. Yay. Yay. Merch. This shirt isn't merch. Somebody actually designed this shirt and sent it to me. I don't know. I can't remember who sent me this shirt because I would love to actually have this shirt on my store. Exclamation mark merch. I got a few things up. I'm working on getting more designs. I got to get new designs. That's the problem. I would love to have this on the merch store, but I don't know who. I can't remember who designed it because they just sent it to me. They sent it to the PO box. So yeah. My parents were also exposed to Led Zeppelin, poor souls. Yeah, and you know, like heavy metal exposure with AC/DC because of both the both currents. That's heavy metal. Like that's not good for your brain. So yeah. Live somewhere where annual vehicle inspections are not a thing. Here's the thing. I get it. I get it. However, I'm also a former insurance broker. I was that evil person. I did that for a couple years. And two, I've seen, because I have friends who work in certain fields, I've seen what happens when you let people go Mad Max on their vehicles. I've seen what gets pulled off the road. I've seen some shit. Flintstones is not watching the Flintstones is not a how-to on how to stop your car. So you don't need holes in the floor to put your feet out. Yet people drive like that. And before you go, well, it's their car. Yeah, but I'm on the car road with them, and I don't want them hitting me. Anyways, let's build a printer. You guys want to build a printer? Put a 1 in chat if you want to build a printer. Do you want to build a snowman? I would love to build a snowman because it's actually not too bad out here right now. But I got a feeling it's gonna get hot. Okay, where were we at? I don't even know. Boop, boop. Let's find out where we were at. Speed holes. Well, yeah, speed holes are allowed. Speed holes make you go faster, so speed holes are allowed. Okay, let's find out where we were at. Where were we at? Where were we at? Where were we? We did that. We did that. We did that. We did that. We ran the belts. The belts are installed. The XY joints are installed. We've put together the gantry. That's installed. Did I can't even remember if... Oh, that's right. I screwed up horribly and forgot to fix it before going live. Scheiße. So if you can't remember, we had some flange nuts in here that may or may not have gone on adventures, and I gotta find them. Oh shit, I completely forgot about that. Crud, I completely forgot about that. Okay, which ones are... You're loosey-goosey, you're loosey-goosey, so you don't have flange nuts. I completely forgot about the flange nut issue. So how this works is there's flange nuts in this. Yeah, there's... Oh, God. Hopefully I can get them out. Let's see. Can we get them out? Okay, we got 2 of them. So I'm missing 1 flange nut. So what ended up happening was, this is carbon fiber, and you're supposed to put the flange nuts in and like just kind of finger tighten them, and then you tighten them later. I forgot to finger tighten them, and while building it, they fell off. So I'm actually missing 1, and I don't know where it is. So how am I gonna fix this? Because I can't... How do I fix this? How do I fix this without taking the whole thing apart? The problem is it's all belted. How do I fix this without taking it apart? Print the flange nut holder. The problem is that's not going to fix the problem now. We're past that point where printing the thing would have made it easy. What's up with the alphabet soup and making you think? Have fun. The only reason I put a skill testing question, I just put a question there just so it's easier to make sure people aren't trying to scam the system. So as long as whatever you put down is what you put down and you know what you put down, we're good. Okay. Are these magnetic? Can the LTT store screwdriver save me? They are not magnetic. Okay, that ain't gonna work. You have to take the tubes out. Shoot. Okay, so how do I take the tubes out the easiest way? I have to take the top off. Right? I have to take the top off. That's the only way I could think of, is take the top off. Because it screws all the way through to the bottom. Ugh. Dang it, this sucks. I really regret screwing this up now. This sucks. So I gotta take the top off. Giggity, yeah. Fortunately, it's not the top I want to be taking off right now. Okay, actually, I'm probably gonna have to take this off. Or actually... I'm hoping I don't have the belts tension that bad and it'll just float. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. Hoping I could just take the top off and everything just kind of stays where it's at and we don't lose the bearings and there's a... I'm really hoping I can fix this the right way. Ah, dang it. You know what really sucked? I saw it after the stream ended, and I'm like, you know what? I'll fix this before we go live for the next stream. And then what ended up happening, I ended up working on something else. And then next thing you know, here we are here going, oh shoot, I screwed up. Okay, so can this come off? Okay, okay. This is actually kind of working. It's kind of working. Okay, that worked. That worked. Okay. Oh, there's the other one we were missing. Oh, wait, no, that's not the one we're missing. Okay. Okay, there's that one. What's the easiest way to do this? Okay, that's that one. Okay, these ones are both loose. Okay. New intro clip coming. I really need to get the new intro done. Somebody said they wanted to work on one, but I can't remember who. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that's that. So I'm hoping if I take all of these out, okay, and then, okay, so you, there's the other one. Perfect, I think we're good. Okay, so there's two there, two there. Okay, how did everyone's overhang oh, we'll talk about that. Let me get this up to date. I've got a whole bunch of those overhang tests printed. I posted the pictures on Twitter, but the results may surprise you because some printers did a lot better than they thought, and other printers, what's the PG way of saying shit the bed? Okay, now how do can I slide this back in is the question. No, because I'm gonna have to slide that in. So how do I? How can I do this? How can I do this? So if I can, I won't be able to do that. I could use longer screws, I think, and just kind of slide it in and then slide it down. Let's see if I could cheat this. Let's see if I can cheat this. I'm gonna be a naughty boy and not follow the rules. I'm gonna cheat this. I'm gonna be a naughty boy. M5. What size are these? Let's go to that size. Can I cheat this? I want to see if I can cheat this. I'm probably spending way more time trying to cheat this than to just take it all apart and do it the right way. But I'm being lazy because I screwed up and I don't want to. You go in. You go in. Oh, okay. Gotta put a little bit. This might work. This might work. This might work. This might actually work. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put the top back on without having to take all this apart. Because the bottom screw is in good. It's the top one. So what I can do is I've put slightly longer screws because it's just dead space in there. So now I can slide it in and put that on. Line everything up. And now I can tighten them, I hope. So I just need to put something in there to kind of hold it, keep it from spinning. I need a pointy, I need a pokey thing. Pokey thing. That'll work. There we go. Aha! It worked! I'll be damned, it actually worked. And then I put all these back in. I am the biggest brain on all of YouTube. The biggest brain on YouTube. Bed did an anchor make. What did anchor make do? There we go. Heck yeah. Yeah, there honestly should be a printed part in there to hold it all in place. But alas, we did not get that far. Okay, I want to see if I can avoid... Oh yeah, there's no way that's gonna work. I am gonna have to use the longer one. So okay. The longer one. The only downside with the longer screws I'm using, they're not shiny. These ones have like a shiny finish to them. These are like boring and bland. So. Is it a carbon fiber X-axis? It is. It is. So how's everyone's weekends going? Anyone up to anything exciting? Did I miss anything? Any new drama? Or anything other than the usual drama that's boring? I'm talking fresh drama. Premium drama. Digging a trench? Ah. Fun times. Although, mines are more fun. The children yearn for the mines. Let's be honest. Too much delicious food? That's not a problem. Unless it is a problem. Oh, not to drop steps on X after I added a second stepper to my Y on my bed slinger and doing speed benchies. Well, there's your problem. Speed benchies. Stop chasing speed benchies. They're dumb. Stop chasing speed benchies. Unless you're trying to get internet points, then go for it. But if you're just trying to make your printer fast, make it reliable first. Then speed will come after. In case you haven't realized, I'm starting to get really annoyed with speed. With how many people care so much about speed on printers nowadays. EBB can't shut down thermocouple readle fault. Well, that's telling you exactly what the error is. The error, you're having an issue with your thermocouple. So either the built-in temperature thermistor is set up wrong or hardware failure, or your thermistor is set up wrong or hardware failure. Clipper is smart. Clipper tells you usually when something's wrong, and it tells you exactly what's wrong. In your case, it's you're having an issue with your thermocouple. Last time a print failed, today excluded. There you go. Duet 3 and Titan Aqua. Titan Aqua? Titan Aqua? What year is this? Titan Aqua. Next time I talk to the E3D crew, I'll let them know somebody's still running that thing. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we're where we should have been at the beginning of the stream. Yay. Either way, here, let's talk about these. So I did a bunch of those overhang tests, and you know what? I like this test because you can't cheat it. You can't cheat the overhang test. Okay? Speed benchies? Let's be honest. A benchy is a dumb test. A benchy is too forgiving. Any modern printer could print a benchy just fine. We need to move on to something new, I think. And I'm really digging this test because you can't cheat this test. So for the record, this is the Scandic 70-degree overhang. It prints flat on your bed like this. So this little part here is the only part that touches your bed. So it prints flat like that, okay? And that is a 70-degree overhang, okay? 70-degree overhang. Okay, this is the Prusa Mark IV. Okay, stock profile, stock speed profile. It printed this in PLA in 3 hours and 30 minutes. Now, I got some people in the back that are like, well, what about that FlashForge Adventurer? We were playing with that yesterday. How did that turn out? Well, this took 4 hours and 43 minutes, and that's how this turned out. Again, PLA. Now, granted, it is a different type of PLA. This is just regular Prusament. This is Prusament Galaxy. But it's still PLA, and the fan was over here. So the current air fan was blowing this way. Yeah. That's is it 70 or 75 degrees? Either way. Yeah, either way. That print is not good. Now, you may say, I'm part of the elite group, okay? We have our own Discord. We have our own subreddit. We let we're the 3D printing equivalent of a vegan or a CrossFitter. Who are these people? They're Bamboo owners, okay? The Bamboo X1, it's the best printer in the world, okay? Why would you buy a Prusa? Why would you drop the money on a Prusa that with its stock out-of-the-box PLA profile, it does this in 3 hours and 30 minutes, when you can buy a Bamboo X1C for cheaper, and its stock PLA profile in the same amount of time with a current air fan does this. The fan's blowing from over here. Yeah. Well, they're both the stock profile with PLA fresh out of the box. In the same amount of time too. Ooh. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Because this is a Voron and ABS. And it didn't finish. Something, I don't know what happened. I don't know if the filament jammed or the spool got caught, but it stopped printing. It's supposed to like print all the way. The disc is supposed to go right to the edge. So I don't know what happened there. But either way, Bamboo X1 and PLA with all the fan in the world, fans at max. And this is a Voron and ABS. Now, granted, the Voron took an hour and 15 minutes longer, but neither of them are that good. But this is to be expected. You should not be expecting your printer to do 70-degree overhangs in ABS. Now, what you could do, though, the only machine that gave the Prusa a competition, and again, I'm comparing commercial off-the-shelf machines with the profile the company sent, okay? With the baked-in profile. Why? Because once you start changing variables, you're not testing the printer anymore. You're testing Bob's Community Slicer Pack. So I don't like the idea of, oh, the printer's good if you don't use the profile it comes with. If you send me a printer to test and you include a profile with it, I'm testing it with your profile. And if these are the results you get, these are the results you get. So anyways, what you can do, you can just drop like over 10 grand on a Pantheon. It'll do this in PETG in 3 hours and 45 minutes. So this is CFPETG on the Pantheon. So yeah, there you go. Woo. So yeah, the Prusa did good. The Pantheon did good. The Bamboo did as expected with ABS. Or correction, the Voron did as expected with ABS. The Bamboo, honestly, I had higher hopes. And then the FlashForge, you tried, kid. You tried. So yeah, I might make a rant video about that. So yeah, that was that. See if better overhangs. Well, I'd hope so. Also, it's a $10,000 machine. I would hope it did better, but it did do good. So, what the Trident would do with PLA? I don't know. I'd have to load PLA in it, which I don't have PLA loaded in it. I'm assuming it would do almost as good. I would assume on the same level as a Bamboo, maybe a little bit better because it goes slower, but it's called the Scandic plate. Let me pull it up here. Just go to printables, search Scandic. It's right here. Oh, sorry, it's 75 degrees. There you go. So 75. So some printers could do it not bad. Which machine is this? Okay, but what machine? Ooh. Yeah, a lot of machines had trouble with it. This is a Prusa Mini. P1P stock with the aux fan off. You know what's funny? the fact that the P1P did better than the X1C without the auxiliary fan. I really think the auxiliary fans, I really think current air cooling is a fool's errand. Not a fool's errand. It does probably have some use cases. I really think, how do I word this? The time you spent developing the current air fan and the money you put into buying the fan and buying the duct, if you had taken that time and money and put it into a better designed tool head cooling solution, you would get better results, I think. I don't think curtain air is the way to go. This one came out pretty good. Somebody posted one in Discord off a Voron. Both ABS V0760. Okay, well, you scaled it down. When you scale it down, it doesn't really transfer too well. Oh, that one came out pretty good. Which one was that? Full 2.4 stealth burner. Which profile though? So I was using the stock Orca slicer profile, just for reference. But anyways, let's get back to this. That was a little detour because people were asking about it. Okay, so we got that. Make sure we don't have any gap. That's actually, yeah, we're good. Wiki, wiki, wiki. Okay. The bottoms are tight. There we go. There we go. Okay. So where were we at? Where were we at? We put all those in. We moved it front to back. Everything's good there. Okay. So we've done the belting. Motors are all in. Yada, 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 yada. We've installed that. That was installed there. We put those little cover plates on. Do not cut the belt. And there we go. Okay. Before sitting down for a cup of coffee, check off what's left on the CNC kit to prevent disappearing as scrap. So we got the UHF extension block. PI printed bed locator. Front leather. So let's see what we got in here. So we got those pieces. We've got these pieces. We've got the bed locators, which are actually aluminum. And then we have those little spacer pieces. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Sold all-wheel drive kits for modding already built Tridents. Oh, you mean if they just sold like the all-wheel drive hardware itself? They might on their site if you take a look. I'm gonna move myself up here. There we go. Okay, so now we got to put the feetsies on. Do we not have the feetsies on? We don't have the feetsies on. Okay, now we're putting the feetsies on. Okay, feetsies time! Yay! Okay, so we got this, we got that, we got that. Where is... Uh-oh. You're not it. Where did I put the case with all the screws? The little tin with all the screws. Where did I put that? Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Found it. Big brain, big brain, big brain. Okay. So where do we start? We start with the M5 T-nuts on the back. Also, we haven't put the extrusions in yet. Are we putting the extrusions in yet? No, after we put this in first. So we put this in, then the extrusion. Okay. So, M5 T-nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we got to get that printed part, which is going to be fun because I don't. No, they're just kind of everywhere. Okay, there's this one. There's that one. That's a foot. That's a foot. I'm gonna get the feet out. We're gonna need that. That's a foot. Give me all my grippers. Where are my grippers at? And where are you? Oh, you're fine. Okay. We got this part. And then that goes on the back with M510s to hold it in place. Okay. So this goes here. Use M510s. And which one are M510s? M510s are right here. Yeah, FL Sun makes a great table. I know. Got your grippers right here for free? Are you sure that's where it goes? Well, there's only one back, so I'm assuming it goes there. There's like literally only one back. Like it can only go one place, I think. Go. Okay, and then the next one is, oh, we put the linear rail on. You may notice the rubber plugs on both carriages and the slider. These prevent the carriage from accidentally dislodging. Do not attempt to remove them. Okay, cool. So now we install that. Was this in which one? It is. Okay. 1, 2, quick. Okay. Are these all the same? I'm assuming they're all the same. Where did I put my Canuck? Grease that up. That was a big blob of grease that went somewhere. Where? I don't know. Let me find some paper towels. Even better, baby wipes. Good old baby wipes. I'm just cleaning off the excess. I don't want to get rid of all the grease, because if you get rid of all the grease, you basically leave it as a chance of rusting. So I'm just trying to get rid of like the excess grease. Okay, so that's that. You go there. Now we need our guides. Where are our guides? Oh, here's one. Here's two. Aha, gotcha. Wow, these printed guides are, I'm not gonna say loose, but they are a little loose. I'm not too thrilled about that. So that looks like it bounced right up against the bottom there. Okay. Date. Yeah. Did I clipperize it? I might at some point. It's already got clipper on it. It just needs proper clipperization. Like, it already has clipper on it. It's just a weird, not standard version of clipper. So. Yeah, it shouldn't be moving at all. I'm not too, like, for the most part, the printed parts are okay. It's just some of them are kind of not. They're kind of a little on the loosey-goosey side. So I'm trying to slide the extrusion up, and I'm like, wait a minute. Now, normally I do one screw every other, but this manual calls for a screw in every one, and they provided enough screws for every one, so everyone gets screwed today. So that's a good thing, right? Siboor better than Physek? I don't know, but I've only built one Physek kit, and I'm in no rush to build another one, and I've had to replace all the electronics on the one that I built. This is the first Siboor kit I'm building, and so far, everything seems pretty good. Steve convinced you need it, what, a screw in every one? Well, if Steve says to put a screw in every hole, then screw every hole. Okay. The blower fans might just be as bad. Are they current air fans? I might not put them in. You know what? I'm going to put them in just because I should try them, but probably end up not using them half the time, I'll be honest. Not a huge fan of current air fans. Okay. So if you squeeze these, okay, they're not bad if you squeeze them. It's just they're, yeah. So we'll just push that to the bottom, squeeze that. Get one of them tight. To the bottom, squeeze that. Tight. Oh, the 50-50. Here's the thing. Cheap fans are cheap fans. It's kind of like rolling the dice. Oh, shoot. Did I miss it? Somebody became a channel member, and I don't know who. Missed it. I might have done it before I went live. Who was it that became a channel member? I don't have an update for it. Your activity. Who became a channel member? It doesn't tell me. Oh. Well, if you become a channel member, your name pops up on the screen. So. I really wish LTT would make an electric screwdriver. I need to buy an electric screwdriver. That's I've decided. Well, wish I didn't have to buy a freaking weed whacker today, but I did. I went to go use the weed whacker the other day, and like the head of it exploded. Like the part where you have like the ratcheting mechanism for the, yeah, that all just went, it just shattered into a million pieces. And I was like, well, that sucks. Can't really rebuild that, unfortunately, too easily. Okay, in this manual, parts marked with a red star indicate they are an accent color. Oh, okay. So let's find that. So that'll be white then. Not any of these. Not any of these. Are you in here? You're in here. ES15. I think I've used, I have an electric screwdriver, but it's like one of those like pen style ones. The problem is they got no balls on them. They've got no balls. So like you can tighten an M3 screw, but it doesn't tighten it enough to actually be tight. So you still have to go in there after and then M5s, again, it's nowhere near enough for M5s. So I would like something small and compact that I can actually use. Hodo. I've heard good things about Hodo. I just got to get off my butt and actually buy one. Okay. Bottom. Oh, shoot. Leave a small gap between the printed part and the rail. 1 to 2 millimeters is fine. So, why? Okay. First thing, why would you put the note on the other page saying leave a gap? Because you're gonna follow it. You're gonna put this on, and then you're gonna screw it on, and you're like, oh, it's right against the bottom. And then you go to the next part here, it's like, oh, leave a gap. I've already tightened the rail. You put the warnings before you do that. You know what? Is that a gap? Does that count as a gap? No, that doesn't count as a gap. Damn it. Okay. That. 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 Crack that. Crack that. You saw the LH Stinger. Is that crazy high speed? Yeah, probably. I mean, do you want my opinion on it? Like I get it. People ask like, oh, have you heard of this printer? It's like, no, yes, okay. Now what? Like, is that really high speed bed flinger with like a bunch of fans on it from Armchair? I mean, I've seen it. That's all I could say about it. I've seen it. Carbon fiber heat bed. Like the bed itself is carbon fiber. Because there's actually some issues with doing that. Carbon fiber is, how do I word it? I don't think it's consistent enough to use as a heat bed for a printer. It's like, yeah, you can use like, and now unless you're talking about the build surface, because if you're talking about the build surface, I mean, that's kind of cool and all, but I mean, freaking Creality makes carbon fiber bed surfaces now. Or actually, this isn't carbon fiber. This is that stupid sticker thing. But they also do make I've had a carbon fiber flex plate for years. It's not exactly new. I don't know, that literally showed up today. I was like at the mailbox. I was checking the mail today. I'm like, what the heck is this? And it's like, oh, Creality sent me a PI bed. Okay. I don't know why. Oh, the plate. Yeah, the plate. We've looked into that. The Voron guys, we've looked into that at one point a while ago, and it was like, you can do it, but it's not the greatest. It's the problem is it's I think it's a consistency. It's hard to make it act like there's something up with it. It's not as easy as you would think. It's one of those things that's like, it's like communism. It's good on paper, but in the real world, it doesn't really work too well. Be faster, lighter. Yeah, but then you could just not have the bed move. There are easier ways to lighten your moving mass. Wait, that's not the right thing. That one? There we go. Okay, now we need to do the corners. What is that? What is that running up there? Installing all-wheel drive motor extension cables. Okay. Sorry, but this is really the best time to install the all-wheel drive front motor extension cables. Locate the cables as shown in the picture and snap them into the rectangular notch in the motor mount. Okay. So let's flip you up. Let's get the, oh wait, I got them right here. We got the motor mounts. So let's find the wiring. The parts you can go. CNC parts you can go here. Where is the extension cables? That's that. That's that. Nope, nope. Maybe it's in the other container. Oh, free filament. Maybe you're in here. There we go. Okay, all-wheel drive motor cables. So I'm assuming these are the extension cables, because what's going on here? This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Because these motors have normal cables on it. So why am I... Why am... The motors are underneath. Why am I running motor cables up? Because there's... Why are we running motor extension cables up through there? Why? The motors are underneath. Like, there's a bottom compartment. Why are we... Because those come through the top. I'm trying to figure that... Oh, they're the all-wheel drive extensions. That's what it is. Ah! That's what it is. It's the all-wheel drive extensions. That's what it is. That's what it is. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm like, the electronics are in the bottom, and the motors are already in the bottom. It's for the all-wheel drive motors. Yeah, installing the all-wheel drive motor extension cables. That makes sense. That makes sense. Big brain. I'm assuming all four of these are the same. They look the same. Okay. Okay. You've slid off. Stay there. There we go. There we go. That makes more sense. Biggest brain on YouTube. Biggest brain on YouTube. There we go. Okay, so that just kind of goes like that, and you're just gonna kind of go like that. Okay, so what do we got? We got M5 nuts. I'm gonna get some M5 nuts up in here, and they go in, out, in, out. So in, out, in, out. All right, so we got those nuts there. Now, and it looks like the little design goes towards the front. Yeah, a little design goes towards the front. So let's line that up, line that up. that up, line that up. Okay. Sure, those are good. Okay, and then what screws? M510s. Yeah, the motors are just labeled Siboor, so I don't know any details about the motors themselves other than the fact they are Siboor motors. I have no branding other than that. Go. Do I have a... M&M's Mystery Motors. Don't we have like 45? Don't we? It's like just over a month until Earth now. Time flies when you're having fun. Any extra info in their printer config file? I haven't even looked at it yet. It's probably on a GitHub. You can look for it yourself if you want to do a little peeking around. Okay. Am I going to Earth? Yep, I'm going to the East Coast Rep Fest. That is all good and done. Smurf is depending if I can find a sponsor. I'm really hoping I can go. I'm planning to go. I just got to find a sponsor. There we go. Where's my other cable? Bruce XL having lead screws. I wonder if the Trident kits will get a bump in Z. What? What? What does that mean? Are you referring to them being the same size? All these motors are custom. These aren't Prusa motors. Like, the reason it's 250 is just that's the off-the-shelf motor we went with in the original design. Like, there's nothing stopping you from getting bigger motors. Especially since, you know, all these companies are putting together their own kits. I think this is a 300 bed? No, this is a 250 bed. 250Z. 300 on this. I don't know. I don't even know. I bothered to look, I'll be honest. LDO kit is 300. Yeah, the LDO kit is a square print volume. There. Yeah, this is 250. Yeah, and it's 300 on the XY. I specifically asked for the 300. They're like, do you want the 350 kit? I'm like, hell no. I got a 350 Trident. I don't need another 350 Trident. I mean, technically, I don't need another Trident as is, but, you know, they send you the kit to build it. You build it. It's because it doesn't scale well on the Z. Because you have that extra moving mass, like, think about it. The higher that bed is, the more weight you have up top. All the weight on this machine is up top. So if you had the 350Z, you have that big ass bed way up here. So when you're printing fast, the whole printer is doing this. So it makes more sense if your bed moves to have less Z. Whereas on like the V2, you know, where the bed doesn't move, it really doesn't cost you that much to go taller. Steve said you could always use another Trident. Well, yeah. If you don't know which Voron to build, here, I'll make it really simple. If you don't know which Voron to build a Trident. because the gantries on them are the same. Well, this one obviously isn't the same, but the gantries on a Voron are the same. Okay, so we got our Z motor mounts installed. There's that one. And now we need to put that, leave a bottom gap of 1 to 2 millimeters. Okie dokie. So let's flip this over. Where did I put it? Here. Where did I put my knife? It was just here. Like, literally, it was just here. How do you lose a knife? Why the Trident over the 2.4? Because if you don't know which Voron you need, the Trident makes more sense. Now, I'm of the personal opinion the 2.4 is slightly better in some regards, but not in others. There's pros and cons to both. However, if you don't know which one to go with the Trident. Okay? Simple as that. How do I word this in a way to try and get what I'm trying to say? If you can't understand the difference between the two and why one may be better than the other, go with the safer bet, which is the Trident. Is the Trident more developed? Nope. They were both designed at around the same time. Like they were designed congruently. If you notice, the gantry in both is the same. The gantry, the XY motion in the Trident and the V2 series is the same. Yeah, it's slightly different because, you know, they mount slightly differently, but functionally they are damn near similar. Again, I'm hoping I'm hitting the garbage that I have down there. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I end the stream and I actually got it most of the time. Sometimes I don't. Trident is a little easier to build. And the Trident actually has a more rigid frame. Because your XY motion is bolted to the frame directly, you actually are more rigid on the Trident, which means on the smaller size, you should theoretically get higher performance, okay? Because the gantry is more rigid. The downside of that is you now have more moving mass. So on the smaller side, it's not that big of a difference, but as you go bigger, you now have more mass up top, causing the whole printer to shake. The V2, the gantry isn't rigidly mounted. The gantry is mounted to rails. So the gantry does have a little bit of play to it. Not a lot, but it does. However, on the Pro side, you now have a fixed bed, so you have much less moving mass, okay? And the behavior of the printer doesn't change as much because as that weight up top moves down, the harmonics of the printer change. Where on a V2, the gantry is lighter than the bed, so that's moving up. Also, you have more weight down because you're leaving filament down. TLDR, if you're building 250 size, Trident makes more sense. If you're building a 350, a V2 makes more sense. If you don't know which one to build, go with the Trident because it's simpler and it's easier and there's less potential for issues. It's just a simpler design. If you want to build a 300, I don't know, pick one. There really isn't. You can't go wrong with either. And I'll be honest, a print off two well-tuned machines, one being a Trident, one being a V2, you'll never tell the difference. You will never tell the difference between a print off of a V2 and a print off a Trident. I guarantee it. Nobody will ever be able to tell the difference off two equally well-built machines. It's just, you know, some have some benefits in one area, but deficiencies in others. And some have deficiencies in some areas and benefits in others. And I know exactly what it is. People want to be told which one to build. That's what it is. People just don't want to have to worry about thinking. They just want to go, they want to Google which Voron should I build, and then they get a points list from some website that's all AI generated that goes, these are the Vorons you should build in 2024. Or it's some YouTuber with a thumbnail going, this is the Voron to build in 2024. Ah! And then all the links to the affiliate links in the description. You want to be told which one to build. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Pick which one you like. If you don't know which one to build, go with the Trident. It's just a simpler design, less room for something to go wrong. And it's a bit more of a stout design because it's got a rigid gantry, so you're less likely to have any issues with tuning or whatever. So, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. Build the one you want. So. I went with the 2.4 to get more Z height for helmets. That makes sense. The V2 scales better in the Z because you have a fixed low, the mass of the bed is fixed low, so it's not moving. So it's only your gantry that's moving, and the gantry's lighter than the bed. Just don't build a switch wire. No, you can build a switch wire. Switch wires are fun, but you build a switch wire because you want to build a switch wire. Like, Switchwire exists because Max went, hey, can I make Core XZ actually viable? And he did. He wasn't actually trying to make the best printer in the world. He was just trying to make a viable Core XZ machine. And there are advantages to Core XZ, but it makes more sense in a DIY machine than a commercial machine, in my opinion. Because with a commercial machine, you can make up for some of the downsides of going with a more traditional design by volume. Core XZ makes sense when you're self-sourcing or doing low volume kits. The moment you start going into mass production, it doesn't make as much sense, in my opinion. But again, personal opinion. Build whatever you want. Oh, and then there's like all the conversions as well. So if you got like an old Ender and you want to build, what's it called? The Ender wire, go for it. But I'll be honest, my switch wire is hasn't been turned on in probably 2 years now, easily. I can't even turn on. I've ripped the hot end out of it. I think I've stolen the Raspberry Pi out of it. I think I stole the bed off of it. Can you get better? Well, yeah, you can always get better harmonics if you mount the printer rigidly to something. Like, yeah, if I took the Pantheon there and bolted it to the wall, I'm sure it would work a little bit better. But that comes with the whole, you know, bolting it to the wall. Bonsai still around? Yeah, it's downstairs somewhere. It's under a bench somewhere. It's a bonsai. Do you really think I use it that often? Okay, so drink first, as often as the rook. Nothing wrong with the rook. It's just not a printer I use. I mean, when you have all this ready to go, why would you use the rook? Actually, no, I lied. I did use the rook. I brought it somewhere to show it off. because it actually makes a really good it's one of those printers that's really good to show off what a 3D printer is, because it's all open. You could see every part of it. This is the extruder. This is the controller board. These are how the belts go. It's a good printer for that. It's a good example printer. Nothing like greasy hands. Got the Tico. The Tico's a nightlight. The Tico's a light. The Tico is an accent. It's like bringing your own sandwiches to a banquet. Planning on building one of the Deltas? I can't remember who was saying they're going to have Doron Velta kits, and they're going to send me one. It might be for Brico. I can't remember. At some point, I would like to build one. I've never actually built a Delta. I've used Delta printers before, but the only Deltas I've ever used were the FL Sun ones, and they're hit and miss, let's be honest. Yeah, the Doron Velta. Voron doesn't have a Delta, but there's the Doron Velta. Printer for ants, too. Well, I've got a printers for ants. I've got a few of them. But they fall under the whole category of, I don't really need them. And again, nothing against them. It's just, with my workflow and the things I use my printers for, this is what gets used. Okay, where did I... Two more of those. There we go. The top part, there's one. Yeah, these parts aren't too bad. These printed parts aren't too bad, I'm going to say. They are ABS, which is nice. They don't really seem too warped. Top layers are good, so I'm okay with that. Like that. Salad fork is just for fun. Yeah, you build it because you like building printers. I mean, that's my job. I build printers. Okay, so that goes up top. So we're just putting in that little stopper part up top there. There we go. Okay, so we got one done. Now we do the other side. Yo, Ben! Thank you for becoming a member. Cheers and appreciate it. Remember, the best way to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do is to be a channel member or Patreon supporter. Or if you're totally baller and cool, gift memberships to others. Because it's cooler than Super Chats. Because other people get stuff too. Plus, your name pops up on the screen. And if your name pops up on the screen, that's the, monkey brain dopamine response. And then I also say your name. Because when your favorite content creator says your name, well, that's just, oh. PF Dennis. Yeah, see, PF Dennis, he got his name set. You didn't even donate anything today. Apulo, did my name pop up on screen? Yes. Same with you, Tank Kitty. 2 years soon. There's people like 3 years already. It's hard to believe. Like, we're coming up on almost 3 years of, or All right, it's almost 2.5 years of me being full-time YouTube. Is it going good? Still here. There you go. PF Tennis gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it. Isn't this fun putting rails in? It's like, oh, I put the screw in the hole, and then I put the thingy on the screw, and then I spin it, and then I put the jig on so that everything is lined up, and then I tighten them, and then I do it again, and then I do it again. Have you looked into building a Hevort? Not really. Like, honestly, when it comes to, like, printers that I like building or are interested in building, one, it's got to have a kit. I don't like self-sourcing. I've self-sourced plenty of printers back in my day, okay? I'm not self-sourcing. It's got to have a kit at a minimum, and it's got to be fully documented. And it's got to be something that I think is interesting. That's another thing. Because, like, I'll be honest, I still get 1 or 2 offers a week from some random company with, like, their V-wheel bed flinger clone. Not as much as I used to, I'll be honest. It's dropped quite a bit. I think most of these companies have gone under. But I, for the longest time, once or twice a week, hey, do you want to review our printer? And I look at it, and it's a bed flinger. It's a V-wheel bed flinger. And it's like, no, you got nothing interesting. Why would I want to take a look at that? There's nothing to it. Apollo, gifted $20. Cheers and appreciate it. Go buy a ticket for Alien Romulus. Yeah, you saw. You said it was pretty good. I might. The thing is, I'm not a huge fan of horror movies. At least I don't like going to movie theaters to watch a horror movie. I say what you will. I like watching a horror movie comfortably at home. Have I tried the SLS for all kit? No. SLS isn't for everyone because it's cancer in a box. Okay, I play it fast and loose when it comes to VOCs off 3D printing. I'll be honest. I play it fast and loose when it comes to VOCs off 3D printing, okay? I really don't care about ABS fumes or nylon fumes or whatever. I honestly really don't care about being in rooms with printers. Resin machines, I wear gloves. You know, I try not to be in the room when I'm using them, but I wear gloves. I don't really wear mask. I wear glasses, but that's because I wear glasses. These aren't safety glasses. SLS and the powders. Nah, fam. Nah. That shit deadly. I don't want the black lung. I don't want the black lung. Yes, would I love to play with an SLS printer? Oh, you betcha. I would love to play with an SLS printer. But any SLS printer that I get my hands on, it has to be like safety bulletproof. It's got to be like, we're talking like Fisher-Price levels of baby proofing on it. Like, as Grant says, resin is toxic. SLS powder is cancer. Get that shit in your lungs and game over, man. Game over. My grandfather lost a lung to black lung from working in the potash mines. Hey, you know, last time I was in Quebec, I was having a beer that was brewed in asbestos. Literally, there was a town in Quebec called Asbestos. They don't call it, they renamed the town. Because having your town called asbestos doesn't really go over too well, apparently. They should have, like, totally did what the, did they change the name? Did they change the name? I don't know. Did they ever actually? No, they did not. They kept it. So, yeah, if your town's called Asbestos, you named it Asbestos because it was from the asbestos mines in the area, okay? So when it's like, oh, we got to rename your town. Yeah, but it's heritage. So, fun fact, there's a town in Ontario called Swastika. Okay? There's a town in Ontario called Swastika. Okay? It was founded in 1908. So when the government came by in like the late 30s going, hey, we're going to rename your town because there's a guy on the other side of the world. He's a very bad guy. So we're going to rename your town. They went, screw you. We had the name first because they had the name first. It wasn't anything bad when they named the town that. So the town is still called that because when the government showed up and said, we're going to change the name, they're like, screw you. We had it first. So. But yeah, there was a town in Quebec called Asbestos, and they really nice microbrewery there. Actually, they had some really nice beer. Good steak restaurant. Yeah, it used to be a peace symbol. It's Hindu, isn't it? The actual symbol is like Hindu or something like that. Just imagine if they're like. Okay, this is going to sound really weird. Hopefully people don't take it. At some point, there's going to be another bad person. Okay, hopefully we never have a person as bad as those people again. And there's a whole group of people. But imagine if like 100 years from now, a symbol that we consider like peaceful is now completely turned on its head. So imagine like in 1905 or whatever, your hockey team had the swastika as the logo because that was just a fun symbol. And then the one guy took it. Imagine if somebody does that with like the smiley face emoji, like the Walmart smiley face emoji. Just like, oh, we can't use the XD emoji anymore. Or what's the one, the crying emoji, the one that's like laughing and crying at the same time? Like what? We can't use that emoji anymore because so-and-so, you know, led a very bad thing. Like Karen moniker. Yeah, you can't. Nobody calls their kid Karen anymore. Nobody's naming their kids Karen anymore. That name's ruined. That name's ruined. Just like another name that guy ruined. Can't even. Charlie Chaplin's mustache is ruined. Okay, so we got that. Oh, that's the other side. So we put both sides in. I guess we kind of jumped ahead there. So we got the bottom gap. There we go. Okay, cool. Don't fully tighten. Okay. So I'm going to spin you this way. Oop, the phone's going off. What's going on? Ooh, apparently, thank you, YouTube. I'm live right now. Scattered thunderstorms. Ooh, fun. And yeah, he had a what was the Charlie Chaplin movie? Yeah, that was a really good movie. Like, I watched it as a kid in like school. All I remember from it is like the speech, but the Great Dictator. Was it called The Great Dictator or The Dictator? Yeah. And then they went and called him a communist and like ruined his entire Hollywood career because, you know, McCarthyism. Okay. Okay, so where are we at now? So we are doing the left Z joint. So where are my joints at? Where are my joints at? Where are my joints at? There's that joint. There's that joint. Then all my joints. Remember, kids, save money. Roll Europe. Go. So I grabbed that one and that one. Okay, so I need this one. Oh, and there's top pieces too. Shoot. There's top pieces too. Are they accent pieces? They gotta be accent pieces. Are they accent pieces? They are accent pieces, yeah. See, they're like, hey, all our parts that have a red star on them are accent pieces. And then they have this part here without a red star. That is an accent piece. I'm not harping on the instructions. I'm just trying to, I'm hoping somebody from Siboor is watching, that they can, you know, do little updates and whatnot. Because these are accent pieces and they're not called out as accent pieces. You know, they're supposed to be called out as accent pieces. You live 40 minutes from Blue Balls, Ohio? I live near Michigan, and there's Hell in Michigan. And then there's also the town called Hell, Michigan. Okay, so which one is this? This is this one. Okay, so I need my lead screw nut, which is, are you in here? No. Is the lead screw nut on the lead screw? Is the lead screw nut on the lead screw? Yes. Okay. So I'm probably going to need all three of these. So let me grab all three of these. One. Whee. Used to live in Vulcan, Alberta. Nice. Vulcan's one of those names that just sounds cool. Vulcan. There's a town called Tightwad, Missouri. I wonder if people from there are very friendly. Okay. So, that goes like that. The nut goes up through the bottom. Oh wait, I gotta put the top on first. Okay, so the top goes on with M36s. Okay, so it goes on with M. Wait, what is the order of this? What is the 1, 2, 3? Is this 1? Normally you go left to right, but this is higher up. Because this is shown. I don't. Does it really? No. Yeah. No. That's got it. Wait. That goes like that. That goes. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. I guess it does. It does. I guess it does. Okay. M36. Yeah. It's only the XY parts that are aluminum. It doesn't make any sense for like this stuff to be not. Just because you have a CNC machine doesn't mean you have to use it. Not everything has to be aluminum. Some stuff doesn't make sense to make it out of aluminum, for example. Like these don't need to be aluminum. You don't really gain anything from making them out of aluminum, except increased costs. Can lead screws cause enough wobble that a wobble X could help a Trident? I'm going to answer that question as easily as possible. What the heck is wobble X? Is it like Rain X? Do I apply it to the rails to stop them from wobbling? Or from streaks? I have no idea what wobble X is. I have no idea what that is. I'm assuming it's some sort of anti-wobble mod of some sort. There's a reason we spec integrated lead screws, like where the lead screw is part of the motor. Usually these assemblies, these pre-assembled units, are good. As long as the extrusion isn't, as long as the rail or the rod isn't bent, you're usually good. You usually don't have to worry about wobble. It's usually when you have a coupler involved that you have wobble issues, or things just aren't built aligned correctly. So if you build everything aligned correctly using not bent components, wobble really shouldn't be a thing. Be careful here because these are screwing into plastic. Good if your bed is heavy, prevents wobbling caused by bad screws. Okay, so it's valid, but you can avoid it by not using bad components, kind of thing. Okay. Doesn't the Mirage C stuff usually involve ball screws too? Isn't he more of a ball screw guy? Do the other one at the same time right now while I got this out. Doesn't the Hevort use ball screws? I thought it used ball screws. Yeah, and you can get lead screw nuts with anti-wobble built in. You could do what I do, where you just don't tighten the nuts down enough so that they have a little bit of looseness to them, so that they can kind of just compensate automatically. There's a lot of ways to get around wobble. There's a lot of ways you can get around wobble. Like that Trident has the front left or front right lead screw is bad. It came bad from the kit. Like the kit it had a bad lead screw. All I did was the nut on the one that has the bad lead screw, the lock nut, I just left it a little loose so that as the screw wobbles, it just wobbles in the housing. But there's enough preload on it from the weight and gravity that it's not like it's moving. So it allows it to just kind of wobble a little bit in the housing, and it just moves up and down straight because it's attached to the rail, and the rail's rigid. So it just kind of, it wobbles, but it still moves up and down straight, so it doesn't translate the wobble into the print. You can get around wobble. It's not too hard, as long as you're starting from a good start. It's kind of like how you can adjust your belt tension. You can fine tune your belt tension using like adjustable blocks on like your front idlers on a V2 or a Trident. But in reality, you should start with the belts good as much as possible by tightening them at the clamps equally and evenly, and then fine tune them at your adjustment point. So you kind of want to dial it out at the last minute. You don't want to be correcting a deficiency at the end. You want to be trying to dial out that efficiency further or earlier in the assembly process, so that when you get to the end and you're doing your motion testing, you're like, oh, I have a wobble. I've already removed all these potential issues that could cause the wobble. So now we're just fine tuning it out. And then if you have a major wobble, then you probably have a major component issue. And it's a lot easier. I'm of the opinion, if you have a major component issue, you should just replace the component instead of trying to band-aid it. Because at the end of the day, it's a band-aid, and band-aids are temporary. But at the end of the day, too, you do you, fam. It's your printer. Do what you want. Nobody's stopping you. Have fun. So, okay. So, which one was that? This was this one? Okay. So this comes up from the bottom. And I'm assuming the screws are on the left and right. And then we got M312 and an M3 lock nut. So M312 is these guys. 12 and M3 lock nut. Where are M3 lock nuts? That's actually a good question. Where are my M3 lock nuts? Am I blind? M3 lock nuts. Nope, those are spacer nuts. Oh, here we go. M3 lock nuts. Gotcha. And under 3, yeah, can't beat hardware replacement. Yep. 12s. It's like, yeah, you can get around it. There are things you can do, but I'm more of a proponent of if something's broken or bad, replace the broken or bad thing. Don't try and band-aid it. But that's me. Are these threaded? Oh no, they're not threaded. They're just size for size. Ironic because of the shirt. Yeah, but it's called a joke. It's called self-deprecating humor. I'm a big fan of self-deprecating humor. You can't make fun of yourself. You have no right to be able to make fun of other people. Wow, these are M312s. Yeah, I guess they just stick out that much. There we go. Okay, so we got one done. Okay, so we got that one. And we got the other one. Okay, so we do the other one, same thing. Those. Zip ties and baling wires. So this one is the other. Oh, see, here they marked it with a star, but they didn't mark it here with a star. So they marked it here with a star. And yeah, that comes up from the bottom. Screws come down from the top. Plus your creality and everything is an Ender 3. This is the 18th time we've built the Ender 3. We've become increasingly efficient at it. Here. You like self-replicating humor? He's a robot. Everyone, David is a robot. He's a replicator. Somebody get SG1 on the line. We need somebody dumb to take him out. And some people are going to understand that reference, and some people aren't. Those that will get a hearty chuckle out of it. Those that won't, that don't, will have no idea what I'm referencing. There we go. Okay, so that's the other one. And then the last one is this. Oh, we got to put some heat sets in. Okay. So let's put this in first so we don't forget. So that comes up from the bottom, and then we get 2 more of those, and then we got to put some heat sets. Good old heat sets. It's been a while since we've done heat sets. I got to find my heat set iron. Where did it go? Is it over here, or is it on the ground over here? I think it's on the ground over here. With the failures of the Ender 7. Yeah, it's kind of funny when you think about it. They went all out with the Ender 7, which, I'll be honest, had good bones. They just did not know what they were doing. Like, if they had, like, hit up the Voron team and consulted for, like, an afternoon, we probably could have had the Ender 7 being a pretty competent printer. You know, at least provided them with some insight on how to make it a good machine. Then they stopped. They just went right back to Ender 3. You notice that? Has Creality come out with anything? Okay, they have the CR6 or whatever. They have the CR6, which is an Ender 3, but Core XZ. Have they done anything other than Enders? Oh, wait, no, they got the K-Series. They got the K-Series. What am I talking about? They got the K-Series now. What am I talking about? They have the K-Series. But they only have the K-Series because bamboo. You know what's funny? The Ender 7 uses NEMA 23s for the XY with independent steppers. They use like the big honkin' steppers you would use for like a NEMA 23 on like a CNC. They use 2 of those. I have no idea what they were doing when they were designing that thing, what they were on. Whatever they were on, I want some because it was good. Okay. Heat set time. I need power. Give me power. Do I have power? Do I have the touch? Do I have the power? Oh, no, I don't because it's plugged into my fan. Okay. Well, Mr. Fan, you're going to come unplug for a little bit. And I'm going to plug you into you. You're going to plug in there. Okay, and then you... green extension cable. Oh, wait, no. We can do this even better. Behold. Behold. Battery. let's use the battery that I have, because why not? On. Turn you on. Okay. Okay. So that turns on. Let it do some math. Okay, 47% battery. Plug you in. Turn you on. Turn you on. There we go. Do some heat sets. There we go. We need to put some heat sets in the side here. 2 heat sets. So this is heating up, I think. Yeah, that's heating up. It is using 35 watts of power. It could run this for 2 hours. That's cool. Drilled through your hand today with a T30 Torx. Well, wouldn't that mean you just screwed your hand? Which, you're a teenage male, that's pretty normal, isn't it? That sucks. I've done that. I was trying to pry out some support material out of something, and it slipped and it went like right into the meat. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. Who makes that battery pack? It's an all power, which is like an off-brand EcoFlow. I don't know. Are they? I don't know. I've never heard of them before. They reached out. They're like, hey, we want to send you a battery pack with some solar panels. And I'm like, okay. I'm going to make a video on it at some point. I'm waiting on the weather to not be crap so I can film outside, because I want to film a camping video with it while reviewing a 3D printer while camping. Go. Turn that off. And turn that off. There we go. And it's got a phone charger on the top. Put you down there. And you can go down there too. Okay. So where are we at now? So we've done that. Put that together. We've got that there. Oh, hello, Steve. Everyone say hi, Steve. And now we attach those with M312s. Okay. Everyone say hi, Steve. Basically, you want to... Well, basically, I'm going to go in my backyard, pretend I'm camping in the woods, set up a tent, and then print a bunch of camping stuff on the positron using nothing but solar power in the battery. And then just make a little fun, dumb video out of that. Because why not? Why not have some fun? Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? I don't know why I'm quoting freaking BioShock out of for no reason. And then if you guys are lucky, we might even do Nero After Dark today. That blew my brain when that game, like, the whole would you kindly thing. That, I was lucky enough to play BioShock completely unspoiled. So, like, going into that, I had no idea what was going on. And it was probably one of my best video game experiences ever, was playing that game the first time, completely going into it blind. All I knew was, hey, it's guns and you can shoot shit out of your hand. I was like, oh, that's cool. And it's underwater, and it looks really good. Is there a Voron kit that is 300 by 300 by 350? Off-the-shelf kit, no. You're gonna have to either buy an off-the-shelf kit and then get longer Z extrusions, rails, and belts, or self-source. You can easily modify a kit to meet those needs, but you're probably not going to find an off-the-shelf kit with that. The would you kindly, yeah. When the whole would you kindly thing clicks and you're like, oh shit. It's like, what was it? What's it? It doesn't come around too often, unfortunately, where I'm lucky enough to play something completely unspoiled. Half-Life Alyx was like the most recent one I could think of. So I'm gonna spoil Half-Life Alyx. For those that haven't played Half-Life Alyx, when I take this off of here, you can unmute it. If you don't want Half-Life Alyx to be spoiled, when I take this off and put it down here, you can unmute. But for the rest of you who are still here, I'm going to spoil Half-Life Alyx. So Half-Life Alyx, I loved Half-Life 2. I'm not going to get into it for personal reasons, but Half-Life 2 has like a special... It's got Half-Life 2 has a special place in my heart. I guess it's easier if I just say it. My dad passed away just before Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Like a week after like that happened, I played Half-Life 2 Episode 2 or something. So the ending of Half-Life 2 Episode 2 hit me kind of hard on a personal level. We'll just leave it at that. So anyways, so you know, and then Half-Life 2, just the whole series just kind of goes dead for years. And then they're like, hey, we got a new Half-Life and it's VR. And I'm like, oh, that looks cool. It'll probably be its own little standalone thing. I'm not expecting much. I'm expecting like a Valve tier thing, but in terms of like story-wise, I'm like, okay, it takes place before, so nothing really matters, right? Usually that's the thing. If you play a game that's a prequel, you know nothing matters because you know what happens after. So it's like nothing can really matter that much because the game ends and you know what happens after, so they can't surprise you. But then the after credit scene of Half-Life Alyx, where you play as Gordon for like that split second there, and Eli's alive again and all that, and I was just like, I got a little teary. So yeah, so that being completely like going into that completely blind, go through the whole credits, and then you just hear the HEV suit. Man, yeah. So that was yeah. Never played Half-Life Alyx. If you have, honestly, if you have a PC, oh, let me take this down. So we're not spoiling Alyx anymore. I already spoke about it. If you have a PC VR setup, or you have any ability to play a PC VR game, you need to play Half-Life Alyx. It is seriously the best VR game ever. Like, in terms of it just being a well put together game, if you like shooters, it is probably the like pinnacle of what you can do in a VR game. And the sad part is that game's like 4 years old now, and nothing has come out better. My HTC Vive, or is it an HTC Vive? Rift S. I got a Rift S. My Rift S has been very good at collecting dust because, let's be honest, no good VR games have come out since like Half-Life Alyx or VR Chat. Like, it's all been gimmicky shit. I don't want to play gimmicks. I want to play an actual game. It's like cell phone games. I can't stand cell phone games. I don't have a single cell phone game on my phone because why? They're all gacha, cookie clicker, like gacha games. Like, give me an actual video game. Let me sit down and experience this game. I don't want to just, like, you know, gacha game trying to pull waifus. Like, give me an actual real video game. And the problem is VR games are all like that because they're like, oh, nobody is gonna sit there and put... I sat there for 8 hours straight in VR playing Half-Life Alyx. I came out of it to go to the washroom and get lunch. I could wear that headset for hours on end. It does not bug me at all. Give me a game. Give me an actual meat and potatoes video game in VR. Not this, like, glorified tech demo stuff. So, yeah, you can unmute. I put the thing down. You can unmute. What? I said, when I put the thing down, you can, oh wait, no, this ain't that. These ones are M38s. Shoot. These ones are M38s. Genshin Impact. Oh God, don't get me started on Genshin Impact. I've actually heard decent things about Genshin Impact, but I'm not doing a game where I got to pay to win or pay to unlock characters or all that. And yes, I know you can play the game for free. Yeah, until you hit the wall. We all know about the wall. All games that are free to play but have a real, like a money transaction store in it, you know at some point you hit the wall where the game doesn't become fun unless you give it more money. Play Galaxy on Fire 2 HD on your phone is going to be okay. Well, here's the other problem too. I have a Steam Deck, so if I'm going to be playing a game on the go, I'm going to bring my Steam Deck. And when I travel, I bring my Steam Deck, and I just play, you know, normal games. Pay to make it a bit easier. I know it's a PvE game, right? It's not PvP, right? Genshin Impact isn't PvP, if I'm not mistaken, which isn't too bad. I'll be honest, I've kind of burnt out on PvP games. I'm starting to realize PvE with group dynamics is more fun. And you know what that was? It was World of Warcraft Classic made me realize PvP servers suck. They've lost their balance. No, the problem is the world's changed. War has changed. Call of Duty has changed. You know why? Because people are sweaty. You can't just dick around and have fun anymore. Everything has been optimized out. Like, I remember playing World of Warcraft when it first came out, okay? Classic, vanilla. And, you know, when I remember my gear that I had doing Molten Core, it was shit because we didn't have plus spell power, because we didn't know about plus spell power. We didn't know to stack that stuff. It was just, well, intellect, just all the intellect. It was like, we didn't know how to play. Everyone just kind of did random stuff. I didn't have to like, oh, this is the build you have to have if you want to be part of our raid. It was just kind of like, whatever. I put this on backwards. But now everything is meta. These are the builds you need. This is where you camp. Like certain games, it works. Like certain games, like round-based matchmaking games, I think it works. So like games like Counter-Strike. Like I personally am not big into Counter-Strike, but I get it. That kind of game works. But for like a dumb arcadey game like Call of Duty, people take that stuff way too serious. Way too serious. There we go. Yeah, Leroy Drinking Tank. Go on if you're on my YouTube channel right now, don't close the window, but just open a new tab, load up my YouTube channel, look at my videos, search by oldest. Pull up my YouTube videos, search by oldest. Here, I'll make it easier. Watch, you ready? Pull up YouTube, view my channel, videos, oldest. 18 years ago. Look at that frame rate. Look at that frame rate. This is, my guild was called Mayhem. We were on the Chromegas server. This is recorded with the free version of Fraps in 30-second increments at 480p. This was on my laptop too, which barely ran WoW as is. So add Fraps to that. So there's my gear. Look at that UI. I know. This is when was this? 2006, April 2006. So 18 years ago. Yeah, look at that UI. I was level 59 too. I don't even think I was level 60. I think I was like level 59 too. I don't even think I was level 60 for this. But yeah. Yeah, and I've died, of course. Of course I died. Look at, everyone's dead. There's so many dead people. Or actually, no, I died on the first one. The second attempt, second attempt we did better. But I still died. Like, back in my day. Classic launched, Oni was killed in like 30 hours. Well, it took like a week for everyone to level up. But yeah, the game's been mathed out. Like, you know, everything's been broken on the game. Like, that's the problem. Everyone has figured out the optimized route for everything. Okay, so now we got to install our motors. Sweet. So it looks like we start with the front motors. That video can legally drink in Australia. You can legally drink in a few provinces as well. Okay, so the motors point, or the wires point towards the inside. All right, so screw that in. And then that screws up. Apply a thin layer of grease on the lead screw to prevent rust and ensure smooth operation. It's Teflon, you shouldn't have to. I'll grease it up after. M312s. If anything, you should put like a little WD-40 or just a very thin coat of a rust oil. But actual lubricant, you shouldn't have to. It's a Teflon lead screw. Can't believe Roblox and Minecraft will be retro game. Minecraft is a retro game. Minecraft is a retro game. Wrong email. Let me pull it up here. Where is it? I don't think this. Yeah, here we go. Is there a date on this? Yeah, here, let me do this and hide my personal information. Oh, 1 second here. There you go. This is me buying Minecraft with my PayPal account in 2010 from Mojang directly for 10 bucks, because that's how much it was in alpha or beta or whatever it was back then. Five days from classic launch, Oni was down. Jeez. Yeah, the game was completely broken. Like, everyone knew what to do. Like, the metagaming had completely taken over. Okay, where it is, I gotta find. There we go. Got you. Yeah, I remember I first heard about Minecraft on 4chan V, the V board, the video game board back in the day. That's how I found out about Minecraft. Why aren't you going in? Are you? That doesn't want to. What the heck's going on here? PayPal receipt. Yeah, you bought yours in September. When was mine again? I can't remember when I... Anyways. Yeah. It's kind of funny. Like, how many people got into Minecraft around those early days. Like, I remember when I started playing, like, they had just added creepers. Like, creepers were new when I started playing. Same with, like, I think I started playing, like, I bought it. I had been following development. I bought it during the, not creative mode, like adventure mode or whatever, like the mode where you could die in. Whenever that version launched is like when I bought it, I think. Or like just after. Man, those early days, that was before multiplayer. That was like just you and the world. Like early Minecraft was so peak. Just you, the original soundtrack, No leveling, no goal, no end of the game. Just vibing in the world, building your little house. You know what sucks? That was after I was in college. I was done with college. I had a full-time job. Like, I started dating my now wife like 3 years after I bought Minecraft. So yeah, Minecraft is a retro game to me. No, multiplayer was in Classic even. There was a major code split between single and multi. Was there multiplayer back then? I never played with anyone. I just played by myself. That was like the early days. Maybe, oh yeah, there was multiplayer. That's right, there was. But it wasn't like today's multiplayer, I don't think. I think you could just join people's worlds. I don't think they had servers, or I can't remember. It's been so long, I'm like I'm probably misremembering everything. Minecraft is boring. It's not boring. I mean, it's better if you have some sort of like autism or something like that, which, let's be honest, most of us probably have here. But it's one of those games. Here's the thing. If you liked playing Skyrim with the mod that started your character off in a random location where you just start wandering around and whatever happens, if you like that kind of gameplay, you'll dig Minecraft. Because it's literally just wander around and do shit. Explore, have fun. Oh, a floating island. I'm going to build a house on there. Oh, this floating island, I could build a bridge over to this mountain. Oh, and this mountain has a cave system in it. And next thing you know, yeah. The gremlins in your brain don't allow Minecraft to run for more than 10 minutes. Oof. There was dedicated server, just a lot of content did not exist in multiplayer due to code splits. Yeah. I just remember Minecraft not being that popular. Like nowadays, I think it was whenever like the full version came out. Like, put it this way, I stopped playing Minecraft regularly before it was released. When was Minecraft 1.0 released? Why are we talking about Minecraft? I don't know. When was 1.0 released? 2011? 2011, yeah. So like I went through my whole like binge of Minecraft in like a year before it came out. And let's be honest, when I bought it, yeah, I was playing a hacked version of it before I bought it. I think I bought it because the hacked version was now out of date or something. There was like PlanetSide, the MMO FPS. PlanetSide, the MMO FPS. Yeah, I played that. I think I took the video off my channel. Yeah, I played the original PlanetSide. Shadow Assassins, Terran Republic, yeah. Yeah, I played the original PlanetSide. I tried playing PlanetSide 2, I just couldn't get into it. It did not have the same vibe as PlanetSide 1. I don't know if it was like the pay to win or the money transactions or what, but I couldn't get into PlanetSide 2 the same I got into PlanetSide 1. Okay. Oh, yeah, that faces towards the inside as well. And then this one, the motor faces towards the inside as well. Okay. Yeah. This is getting heavier. You can tell the build's progressing because every time I pick up the printer to move it, it gets a little heavier. For working redstone. Oh, I remember redstone. That was something I never messed with. Subnautica. What was that one game, The Island, that survival game where you had like zombies that attacked you and they had like multiple arms or something? Gotcha games. I can't stand gotcha games. Give me another Baldur's Gate 3 tier video game. See, that's a problem. I can't play, like, Baldur's Gate broke me. Baldur's Gate was such a good game with such good characters and a good story that you could just like vibe in the world and just like spend an hour talking with your companions just because there was stuff to talk about. And then I go back and play like Skyrim or like any other game, and it's like I replayed Mass Effect a couple of months ago. So it's been a while. I used to play Mass Effect all the time. I used to like play the Mass Effect series at least once a year for a couple of years after it came out. So like the last game came out in like 2011 or whatever, right? Mass Effect 3, because it was like an Xbox 360 game. So I played it on computer, but either way, so it'd been a while since I played it. So a couple months ago, I played through the Legendary Edition, the remaster of it. And while the game was, I had fun, and it was, you know, it was cool to play the game again. It was like comparing it, playing it now after playing Baldur's Gate 3, where it's like, okay, we're gonna go to my ship and I'm gonna talk to my companions, and it's like two things of dialogue and that's it, and then they're done. It's like, where's the meat and potatoes? It's like, where's the interaction with my characters? Like where's, why does this feel so shallow? Everything feels shallow now. I'm like, I like this. I mean, it's still fun, but. Okay, so now we got to put these little feetsies on. M36s. Assemble 4 feet. Okay. I need the printed parts. Mech games. Mecha Break? What is Mecha Break? Please tell me it's not a gacha game with robots. Although I will say, Armored Core 6, oh, it's good. Armored Core 6 was good. I didn't 100% that game, but I beat it 3 times in a row back to back in a week, just so I can get all the endings. That was a good game. Surprising amount of feels too for that kind of game. I was like pleasantly surprised at the feels. Okay, so this one and this one. Metal Gear Solid. Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 is a classic. Well, all the Metal Gear Solids are a classic, but Metal Gear Solid 2 TOO is a classic. Kingdom Come Deliverance was good, and second one is coming out. I watched like one of those like video essays that YouTubers do on it, and that feels like a game that, you know, if somebody like Larian had made the game, it would have won all the awards. But since it was made by like a smaller studio, they didn't really have the resources to like have the grand vision. So they did what they could, and it works, but you could tell if like, you know, a lot of money had been thrown at it, how much better it would have been, kind of thing. Portal's a fun game, but it's a game. It's one of those games you play it and you're done. Like, you can play it in an afternoon. I remember Portal came out. I beat that game in a day. When Portal 2 came out, whenever it unlocked on Steam, I pre-ordered it, because that was back when I pre-ordered games. Don't pre-order games, kids. The game unlocked on Steam, I fired up the game, and when I closed the game, I had beaten the game. Like, I just went through it. I just went through it. It was fun, but like, I think I've replayed it once since then. It's a story. Once you read the story, you've read the story. Like, games like Baldur's Gate I like because your player interactions actually dictate the story. Yes, you still hit the same beats along the path, but things that happen in between the beats, and even the beats themselves, are modified based off your play style, which is why I don't like Last of Us 2. Why I just couldn't get into Last of Us 2. I played the first Last of Us, and then I watched some reviews on the second one, and I'm like, I've got no interest to play this. Because you're not playing a game, you're playing a story, and this is how the story plays out, and you have no control over the story. You think you have control over the story, but you don't. You play through fight scenes that always end the same way. Like, there's no... You're watching somebody else tell the story, and you have no input on it. And I don't like games like that. Like, to an extent. Some games, like obviously Portal 2, you don't really have an impact on the story. You'll watch it play out. But it's a kind of story that it works for that. Whereas The Last of Us, it's like, oh, we're trying to teach you a lesson. It's like, cool, can I have an impact on this? Nope. You get to the end, you fight Abby, and you let her go. But I didn't learn anything. Well, we told you, we said you learned something. It's like, yes, but I didn't want to learn that. I didn't want to fight Abby to begin with, or I wanted to end Abby. It's like, nope, this is how we're going to do it. So. Portal 2 co-op is how to lose a friend. Yep. I tried playing it with a girl I was dating at the time. Did not go good. Yeah, Red Dead 2, you can impact the story a bit. Red Dead 2, you can impact the story a bit. Mass Effect 3 ending impacts. Yeah, it impacts your ending color. I will say, Mass Effect 3 isn't as bad as people think, I think. It got better. The endings got better, put it that way. They put out a patch that made it the ending a little bit better. And it made a bit more sense, I think. Nope. Is it this guy? Yeah, it's this guy. But yeah, the whole Mass Effect 3, unfortunately, I think it was just... It needed about another year in the oven, I think. Because there was so much stuff that, like... Oh, the Rachni Queen. Did you save the Rachni Queen in the first game? You did! Cool! Here's some extra points. It's like, yeah, but is there an actual, like... thing? Oh, no, you get some extra points. Oh, you didn't let her live? Well, guess what? You play the exact same mission that you did for letting her live, but now instead of it being her, oh, there happened to be another one that we found. It's just, if you let her live, then it turns out it's the queen you let live who's at the end, or at the level, instead of just a generic queen that you can save, because a generic queen you can't. It's like the illusion of choice. The illusion of choice. Potential redundant question. What are the advantages of the Siboor kit over the others? Well, this is a CNC kit with all-wheel drive. So it's got gantry parts that are CNC'd, and it's an all-wheel drive mod. Happens in an actual D&D campaign. True, but well, that depends on your DM. That depends on your DM and how your DM's ready to roll. Because if your DM, if you show up for your session and your DM has this elaborate dungeon planned out, and your character goes, you know what? We're not going to go down this path. We're going to go down the other path that you're hinting that we shouldn't go down, but we're going to go down that anyways because we're going to avoid your dungeon. And the DM goes, yeah, your cart got lost and you ended back up at the dungeon. You're going there anyways. Your DM could do that, or your DM could just on the fly adjust things. What does all-wheel drive mean? I mean, if you go back and watch the first video, I explain it all. TLDR, Core XY belt pathing gets longer the bigger you make the machine, and the faster you go, you get more springiness in the system. By going all-wheel drive, you basically replace some idlers with additional motors. So instead of having 2 motors drive your Core XY belt path, you have 4 motors driving the Core XY belt path, which means you have longer unsupported or you shorten the unsupported span of the belts, and you have twice the power driving them, so increased torque. So it allows you to go bigger and go faster without as many downsides. The downside of Core XY with all-wheel drive is added complexity. And then this kit also comes with CNC metal parts for the Core XY parts. So instead of 3D printed parts, they're aluminum, which means a little bit more rigid and better internet points or something. I don't know. All-wheel drive is a dumb name. It is. It is a dumb name. Quad XY makes more sense, but all-wheel drive sounds cool in marketing. Okay, so we've put the feetsies together, and now we put those on with the M5 T-nuts, and then we screw the feetsies on with M5 10s. Okay. All motor drive. How many motor drive do you want? Yes. All motor drive. Okay, I don't know which way these go. Okay, I'm gonna do it the way the picture shows me because I don't want to screw this up. Ah. Okay, so this is this one. So it's upside down, and this is the front right. This is the front right. Why would you spin this around and change the orientation? Oh, I guess you can see the motor. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so this one goes here. Okay, this is the last stream I'm using this. I don't know what's going on. I left this on the charger all day, and it died. It's not charging fully anymore, and I don't know why. It's getting really annoying. It's getting really annoying. Because normally it lasts it used to last 7 hours. And now it's like dying like not 7 hours. Yeah, really annoying. Okay, so put that one there, M38. Lithium. Well, I don't know. Can you replace them? because I don't think you can open them. Okay, 510 is, which one's that? No, that's 12. These are 10. 7, 5, 10. You can open everything. Eh, it's true. What model is it? It's a Rode Wireless Go. Oh. Rode Wireless Go. There we go. Okay, so there's that. So that's the front one. So I've done that one, did the other one, and now we do the back one. So same thing. So that's those two. Why does that show that one twice? Why does it show it twice? There's the front right, and then front right again, and then front right again. Why do you keep showing the front right one? Like, please tell me I'm not being crazy. It shows the front right one 3 times in a row, but from different angles. I think it's supposed to be showing the front left here. Or at least one of these. Either way, whatever. There we go. I mean, it's right. And then we do the back. And the back's the same. Okay. Yeah, that... The manual's not bad, but there's a few spots where it's like, huh? Okay. So, take these M510s out, because it's supposed to be M5. Or M3. M3s. Interesting documentation choices. I mean, it could be worse. It could be better, but it could be a lot worse. So I'm not gonna. It's just one of those. It could be better, kind of things. Like I'm not like crazy harping on it. I mean, it could, if it ends up getting worse, then I'll call it out. But for now, it's like, this... If you know what you're doing, it's not that big of a deal. I could just see somebody who hasn't built one of these before getting a little hung up, potentially. And unfortunately, the way things are with a lot of these builds, it's quite easy to get hung up if you don't know what you're doing. Who reads manuals? People who've never built one of these before, you would be surprised. Change the battery, but it may not be worth it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try charging it on an actual proper charger. Because right now, to charge them, what I just have like one of those like USB octopuses with like a bunch of different connectors on it right here on my desktop plugged into my computer. So usually when the stream's done, I just take off my headphones and my lab and I just plug it into, you know, this guy here and let it charge off the USB off the motherboard. And usually it's not an issue, but all of a sudden it's not charging it enough. It's like as soon as I start the stream, the battery dies, you know, a little bit into the stream, and it's not fun. I mean, the engagement metrics like it, but I don't. And then also, I do have a DJI mic setup I can use instead. Okay, we've got the feetsies installed. Well, we've got the housing for the feetsies installed. There's supposed to be some rubber on them. So there we go. Hey, that looks like that. Are we putting the skirts on already? I guess we are. Okay, let me take this off here and we'll just start putting, because it's going to take a while to put the heat sets in. So let's just put a bunch of heat sets in. That goes there. There. You can go on the floor. Grab you. Oh, Cami5 gifted $5. Cheers and appreciate it. Use this to buy a beer once the quirky thing is done. I could go for a beer. I don't know if I have any though. Turn that on. Turn that on. And turn that on. If you're wondering why I'm using the battery, because I just want to put hours on it and see how good it is. Okay, so what do we got? Report, Commander. We have discovered a batch of ABS printed part that require heat set inserts. Funny joke. Okay, so we have all these skirts that need heat sets. So let's grab all the skirts. Let's not put the cardboard next to the fire thing. Okay, so we've got skirt, skirts, skirt, skirts, skirts. Oh, somebody wanted to know if the plug fit. Where's the outlet? I saw it. Where'd I put the power outlet? Oh, here it is. Somebody wanted to know if the power outlet fit. Find out in a second. Yeah, it fits. Yeah, it fits. Power outlet fits on mine. Okay, and then the fans too. The fans need, okay. What are these parts? Oh, they're in here, okay. Okay, so we need, wait, these aren't them. Oh, it's these two. Okay, these two. Car. And then the fans. Okay. So that is all the duct parts. So, ooh, knock the battery over. Okay. So what do we got here? What do we got here? We got, this one doesn't have a heat set. That one's good. Wow, these are some big parts. Okay, that needs a heat set. This one doesn't. This one isn't on the thing. This one gets a heat set. This one doesn't. This one gets one. Two of these. One of that, one of that. One of this. One of this. And these ones don't. And this one doesn't. And then these do. from, it looks like the front. Is that the front? Yeah, it looks like they get heat sets from the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do this. Did you print these on the Pantheon? No, these came with the kit. This kit came with everything. I haven't printed a single part for this. I am building this entirely with stuff that came out of the box with the kit. Yeah. You know what? You know what this needs? It needs like a little tray to put heat sets in beside it. It needs like a little heat set holder. Yeah, the only thing you really need that doesn't come with this kit is like soldering iron and some tools. This kit comes with all the hardware you need. Does it do inverted? Actually, I believe this kit does have the electronics are you don't have to flip the printer over, put it that way. It's got like the bottom plate like opens up, I believe. Okay, this one, oh, that's on the top. Actually, yeah, that goes that way. I will say having a heat set press is actually really nice. At first I was like, yeah, it's gimmicky. I'll use it a couple times. You know what? Now that I actually have it, I like it. I get it. I get it now. I get it now. Which one? This is the stealth press kit. I think it's from KB3D. Sent me it, or West 3D. I can't remember which one. I think it was KB3D, but it's the stealth press. I was actually gonna build one myself because I have like enough of the parts on hand to build one, but you know, when they offer to send you the kit. Okay, I'm gonna have to bump the temps up for this. Let's bump you up. That's these are like PC or polycarbonate, so they're a little hotter. Best part is, yeah, you just do bop bop bop, and then you let it go, and it just pops back out. You don't have to worry about it accidentally laying it down. It's actually nice to have, not gonna lie. 9 what? It's Pro Combat Lipo, honestly. I hate to use like a walkie tablet. What? Oh, road. Oh. Okay, so we're at 290 now. I was using 250 before. There you go, 290. There we go, 290. Let's go with 300. These take a lot of heat. Brian's late. Everyone say hi, Brian, you're late. Oh. What the fans are? They're usually made out of like a polycarbonate or like a nylon. It's a higher temperature plastic usually. Does it actually say on here? No, there's no actual like molding identification on here. There's ways you could check, like seeing how it scrapes and melts and whatnot. But usually they're made out of a higher temperature plastic because they have electronics in them. Electronics catch fire. So usually things that have electronics in them that are off-the-shelf commercial things are designed to not catch fire. Yeah. 3D&T Printing gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Thank you. And congrats to the new members. Remember, if you're a channel member or a Patreon supporter, or you find my Twitch channel and you give me a Twitch Prime and your Twitch account is linked to your Discord, you get to hang out in the super secret section on the Discord for supporters of the channel, the Yacht Club. And every month we do a live stream that is just channel members and supporters of the channel, which will be next week. Because it's going to be next week, because it can't be the last week of the month, because I won't be here. I will be traveling for work. But if all goes well, I should still be able to hit all my streams. They might not be at the exact same time and date. But you should get at least 2 streams during the week, and maybe a video even, but we'll see. Club. Can you guess it? Montag? It's Montag. Montag. Montag? 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 Depends where the symbol is. Is it Montag? Montag? Montig? Montag? Monty? Big battery. No, just the display. So just so you know, heat setting all these heat sets used like not even 2% of the battery on here. Because when I turned it on, it was 47% yesterday. I then proceeded to do 2 or 3 cuts of aluminum extrusion on my circular saw, my chop saw. And then I've done all the heat sets on this today. And that only used 2% of the battery. And this is I want to say 300 watt hours. I think it's 300 watt hours. 299 watt hours. So that's what? So that means what? Something drawing like 300 watts, it can run it for an hour? Or something running like 150 watts can draw for 2 hours? Is that how it works? So if it's 300 watt hours, it could run something 300 watts for an hour. Or 100 watts for 3 hours. Because it could run the positron for 3 hours, roughly. It can run the positron for about 3 hours. The positron draws about 150 watts when the bed's heating up. And during normal operation, it bounces between like 60 and 90 watts, depending if the bed's on or off. But the cool thing is, I have 200 watts of solar that I can plug into this. So on a nice sunny day, I think I can print infinitely as long as the sun's out, right? Okay, so we got all those done. How's the build going? Oh, it's so good. Can you not see the printer? I got it on the floor right here. I'm gonna pick it back up. Depends on your sun, though. Well, yeah. Well, I know the sun, you know, if I got it directly in sunlight, it'll be 200, but I know it probably won't. But here's the thing. As long as it's bringing in more than it's drawing, we're good. Right? Okay, so let's pick you back up. Okay, where are we at now in the manual? Oh, we've got some inserts to do. Oh, we've got some accents. We got some swanky, fancy accents here. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Look at this. Oh. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Actually, I'm gonna put a dab of super glue. You don't actually, or actually, this is ABS. Wait, this is ABS. Oh, use a little bit of that gloopy gloop. Little bit of gloopy gloop. Oh no! No, I screwed it up. I should not have done that. I should not have put gloop on it. I should not have put gloop on it. I screwed up. I should have put super glue. Oh, we're... I should not have put gloop, because the gloop instantly melts the black ABS, and it left a little stain on the white. Ah, okay, don't gloop it in the future. Now I know. Mental note. Or gloop it after you put it together. Note to self. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that's that. And then we got this. Gets 2 of these, because I don't think I'm going to be putting Ethernet in this. So this goes, hooks on the bottom, hooks on the bottom. Do a little chamfering. What was that? Not strictly 2 for watt hours. The harder you push, the less watt hours it contains. Oh, so it's like, yeah, there's probably like efficiency losses too. Whoa, 30 months. Hey, Andrew. How you been, Andrew? Hope all is well. Okay. There we go. There we go. So these you could use for like USB ports or Ethernet on the back of your printer if you want. If that's something you're going for. Okay, and then we put that in there. So let's grab the power, because you've got the touch. That goes that way. You've got the power. Right, so that goes that way. Did I forget to put some heat sets in this? I forgot to put some heat sets in this. Shoot. Forgot heat sets. Got to put some heat sets in here. 1 second. I don't know if there's enough heat in this still. I don't think so. It probably burned off all the heat by now. I'm gonna have to plug it in. Working on a pancake trident. Pancakes. 350 by 150. Okay. I mean, if you know that machine's going to be doing nothing but printing short stuff, that's not a bad idea. Like I know people that have lowrider V2s. They have Voron V2s that we call them lowriders because they use them just for like PIF, printed forward. And all they do with it is print Voron parts on it. So they're 300 spec V2s. They're 300 spec V2s, but they're only like 150 millimeters tall. Because that's all you need if all the machine's gonna be doing is printing Voron parts. Like if you know that machine's just gonna be printing Voron parts or other low profile stuff, why would you build it taller than you need to? Now we gotta wait for this to heat back up. What is the benefits of all-wheel drive? Less issues with keeping belts tensioned on longer machines. Core XY, in my opinion, is not a good motion system for big printers. People do it. Voron Phoenix, 600 millimeters XY. You have the rat rigs, the V-Core, 500. Like, you can go big with Core XY, but it's not really an efficient motion system at large because think how long those belts have to be. You got some long belt pass. So what you do is you shorten the unsupported belt pass by essentially replacing idlers with motors. That's essentially what you're doing. You're replacing idlers with motors. Like that goes like that, and now I need M38 flathead cap screws. Okay, M38 flathead cap screws. M36, M2, M3. Where's flathead cap screw? Oh, right here. M38 flathead cap screws 2. You know what I actually really like? I've noticed this with everything I've opened so far. Okay, you ready? I need 2 M38 flatheads. How many do you see in there? How many do you see in there? 3. Every screw thing that I've opened has had extra screws in it. I like to see that. I like to see that. That is nice to see. Now I need a small enough screwdriver for this. Magneto X is the only beltless. No, that's not true. My Pantheon is beltless on the XY. I mean, it's got ball screws. Doesn't make it any cheaper. Going cheap and beltless is hard. If you want to throw money at it, You can throw money at it. Okay. M3 T-nuts. So this is the front. Yeah, this is the front. Okay, so we'll start at the front. This would totally shred my countertop here if I didn't have this mat on it, by the way. Okay, so what do we need? We need M3. They're all M3 T-nuts. Okay, grab a bunch of M3 T-nuts. How many do we need? We need 6 across the front. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. And then in the front, we have these guys with their little accents. That's so good. And probably M3/8 to bolt everything down, I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay. Here. A bunch of M3/8. Will you be pushing plastic this stream? Considering it's almost beer o'clock, I'm not holding my breath. There's a chance. There's always a chance. But I wouldn't bet on it. It's like, I have a Lotto 649 ticket in my pocket. Well, in my wallet. I've won a free ticket on it 3 times in a row. I mean, tonight I could win the lottery. I could be a millionaire right now. You'll never see me again. There's always that chance, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay, so these middle ones go in the middle. Okay, so we need to... Wait. Oh, they go right in front of the... Wait, what? Oh, they stick out in front. These things have a ledge. Okay, they stick out in front. What? Yeah, no, they stick out in front. Okay. These are not the standard skirts. Okay. That's new. Means I gotta line these up. 1 second. Right, that one. And that one. Thicker door. Oh, that's right. This has the clicky clack mod. I forgot about that. This has the clicky clack mod for the doors. So it does have a bigger door. That is right. You are right. It does have the clicky clack mod, so that makes sense. Wins a Canadian lottery, it's tax-free. Yeah, lotteries in Canada are tax-free. You don't have to pay taxes on lottery winnings. Or actually, I think you do, but it just counts as income. It just, or I can't remember. I don't think you actually pay taxes on it. Sponsor for Smurf. To be honest, I don't want to win the lottery. Win enough to pay off the mortgage and not have to worry about bills and just keep doing what I'm doing and just have fun. That's all I want to do. Because contrary to what you might think, I actually enjoy doing this. Like this whole thing faffing about in the garage building shit. That's the whole point of this channel. This channel started because I just wanted to mess around building stuff and just yap at people. Literally, go watch my first streams. This channel started, well, okay, other than this being my personal YouTube channel. That's why you have World of Warcraft videos on it. I literally just got bored during lockdown going, shit, I've done a few tutorial videos on how to put some Voron parts together and self-sourcing Voron stuff, but like, when lockdown started with COVID, it was like, well, I'm down here in my basement building these things anyways. I might as well turn the camera on and just do a stream, because then I'll have people to interact with. And now we're here. Like this whole, the plot of this channel is me just in around building stuff just with the camera on. Like, there's no goal here. There's no goal. I'm not trying to be the next, like, massively large YouTuber. I'm just messing about in my garage building shit, and you guys are here for the ride. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just lucky enough that it happens to make enough money to pay my mortgage. Okay, so those two are in. Okay, so now we got to put the HDMI display in. Okay, so how does this go together? We're putting the screen on already. Okay, so we need those printed parts. So much for marking your accent parts, accent parts. Okay, that one's that. And where's the back plate? Where's the back plate? We got this one. We got this. Okay. Where's... Oh, that's the actual screen. Okay, I need the actual screen. What's this? Where's this? Is it in here? Oh, I think this is it. Best goddamn stream on YouTube. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Ooh. Like, if anything, if you were to ask me to describe the stream, I would put myself in the just chatting section of Discord or of Twitch. That's what this is. This is me yapping. I just happen to be building a printer while we're yapping. That's like the whole shtick of the channel, is me yapping while building printers. Oh, I gotta take off these stupid little... Like, I know why they... I hate these little things, these little protector thingies. I hate getting them off. Where's tweezers? I'm pretty sure these are protectors, so when they do the solder flow, it doesn't get in the hole. I think that's what these are for. So plan for this printer when it's done. Depending on the noise level, it'll either replace the Trident that's out here, or it'll go downstairs. If it's too loud, it'll replace that Trident out here, and that Trident will go downstairs. Or if that Trident's quieter, I don't know. It depends on the noise level. Because I'm starting to get the basement reset up for streams and whatnot, and I kind of want quiet printers inside the house. Okay, so putting this in, I'm going to put it in on an angle because I'm a little... You got ribbon cables here, so you don't want to like pinch these ribbon cables, so I'm going to try and like kind of... that. Ooh, that's a snug fit. What do we got? M36s on the back. We got two M36s on the back on the bottom. Those are button head. Back down in the hole? No, what I want is basically the whole thing. The reason I expanded to the garage when I ran out of room. Basically, the idea would be build streams would be out here in the garage, and print and chills, unboxings, and like stuff where I don't need tools would be inside. But what ended up happening is we just ended up doing everything in the garage. So yeah, I need to undo that and go back to the original plan, where builds in the garage, everything else is downstairs. All right, there we go. So that's that. And then this goes on with M3/8. So we get this, goes on like that. And M3/8s go through the whole thing. Okay. We will go through garage basement areas. Well, for a while I tried to like keep the channel organized by seasons. Where like season 1 was the original room downstairs. Remember the original room downstairs? And then we moved to the room where we were downstairs, and now we're in the garage. So we're in like season 3 of the show. There we go. Okay, it did bite. Lotteries are sad. Taxes take 6. Well, in the US. In Canada, if you win the lottery, you get to keep it all. Do they sell? You got to check their website. Go to their website. The first link in the description of this video is a link to Siboor's website. Go take a look. I don't know off the top of my head what else they sell, what their entire product lineup is. I know they sell more than all-wheel drive kits. Siboor has been doing Voron kits for a bit. As to what they have in stock right now and available, I don't know for sure. I will say these don't really want to... Are you actually engaged? I don't think these are supposed to... Yeah. I don't think these are supposed to be M3/8s. I've got no grip on this. I don't think these are supposed to be M3/8s. These are supposed to be like M310s. Yeah, these aren't biting. Okay, let's switch this out. Let's go to M310. M310. Nope. Oh, wait, this is the right size. Oh, it just doesn't line up. Let's put you there. So let's. There we go. Okay, you go in there. Let's get you out of here. M310. Is it Siboor? I say Siboor. Why don't you want to get in? Okay, this is not agreeing with me. Okay, one second. This isn't working. Why aren't you working? Oh. Because you don't line up right. Shoot. Uno momento, por favor. Biblioteca. S'il vous plaît. What do we do when it doesn't work? Get Ben Affleck. We drill. Okay, don't use the giant frickin', you know, a wee bitty drill bit. A wee drittle bill bit. It's just a 3-ish millimeter. Little 3 mil. The hole doesn't line up. I'm just gonna open you up. Oh no! My Allen key! I need you! Oh God, it's gone. It is gone. It is a black Allen key and it fell on a black mat on a dirty floor. It is gone. Okay. Well, that Allen key was useful for a little bit. Nope. If only I had like some sort of thing that held Allen keys, and I had them all in the thing that held Allen keys. Okay, now you're screwing in. There we go. Okay, please tell me you're screwing in now too. There we go. Gotta love it when it makes that squeaky plastic sound. You know it's lined up good. There we go. Okay, so there's that. And that attaches there with M3/8. Okay. Gotta rise up to the occasion. And put that in there. Try not to drop it. That would be bad. Okay, why aren't you going in your hole? Come on. Come on. Ah. Come on. Oh, it would help if I lined up everything. That would help. There we go. Nope. Ah. I hate when they flip over. You're trying to put in a screw and the T-nut rotates on you. There we go. Okay, 1. 2. Okay, so now I'm gonna space this out equally. Right about there. Yeah, that looks about equal. Does it look equal to you, class? Looks equal to me. Good enough. I can dig it. Can you dig it? I can dig it. That looks good. Okay. We got that. And now the back, we put a bunch of T-nuts and we do it again. Yay! This is so much fun. So much fun, I'm going to steal some of my wife's drinks. I need a drink. This is... Oh shit, she doesn't. Oh. She gets. She get. Oh, she went shopping. Oh, she went shopping. What do we got? What do we got here? Interesting. She got wine. Okay, let's see. Don't tell her. Okay, we can't tell her. This is a secret between me and you. Okay, don't tell her I'm stealing her Mike's Hard Lemonades. Why not whiskey? I don't have any whiskey. Your Prusa Mark IV is a challenge for me. I want to do even better on that test than you did on that plate. Sure, have to be not real. Okay, good luck. That's the stock profile. That is literally how the machine prints out of the box. Are we gonna keep going? What time are we at? Let's do the draw. I'm gonna do the draw in 3 minutes. If you haven't entered for your chance to win some PolyMaker filament, we're gonna do the draw in like 3 minutes because I don't know how much longer the stream's gonna go, and I want to get it done before it gets too late, and I forget. So, if you haven't entered for your chance to win some PolyMaker filament, we're gonna be doing the draw in like 3 minutes. So, enter for your chance, link in the video description. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So, what do we have here? We got outlets and plug on the left. So, plug on the left. Do that first, and that's got M3/8s all across the board. Have you tried Bailey's? I've had Bailey's. I'm not a huge fan of Bailey's. I'm not a fan of liqueurs. I hate T-nuts. I hate lining up T-nuts and blind holes is so much fun. It's also fun when you can't, that one's gone. And you gotta like put it in the hole and then you gotta come at it on an angle. And when you're coming at it on an angle, because you're coming at it on an angle, you're pushing the screw out of not going down and straight, which pushes the T-nut to go crooked. One. Dang it. I don't know where that screw went. Two. Bailey's out of a shoe? No. I've put Bailey's in coffee before, but I've never drank it out of a shoe. Go. Honestly, I just want to get the skirt on so that we can flip it over and call it. Because this will probably be the last thing we do today is just get the skirt on. Okay, and then this one is here. So line you up there. Line you up there. And then this in. So I need some more M3/8s. This is so much fun. You having fun, class? Put a 1 in chat if this is the most fun you've ever had in your life. -1. I don't know why there's spaces in here. There's a pretty big gap. Like, is there supposed to be that big of a gap? I guess you kind of want to have a little bit of a gap between the parts, just in case you have, like, some variance in your printed part tolerance or your frame size, but... There we go. Okay, that's the rear. Let's do this giveaway. Let's do this giveaway. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some PolyMaker filament, you will have another chance on Friday. Or... Tuesday. Okay, there we go. Copy all the names, control copy. Names.csv. Names.csv. Come on, open. No, open. Notepad. Control A, delete. Control V. Scroll to the top, delete your name here. I'll save. And now, we're gonna open everyone's favorite game in the world. I cracked open an 18.7 stout. Steve, damn. You're not gonna share? But is it actually good, or does it just taste like hops and alcohol? 364. Okay, what game are we gonna do today? Let's Love is in the Air. Bots. 364. 364. Oh wait, no. Why is my number pad not working? Do I gotta... Shoot, how do I enable the number pad on this? How do I enable the number pad? Oh, is it Control F4? What is it? 3. What was the number again? What was the number again? What was the number pad? Or what was the number again? How many bots do we have? Pad names. 364. I don't know how to enable a number pad on this keyboard. Okay, play. Yeah, I got the new Keychron, but it doesn't have like a number. I gotta look it up in the freaking manual for it. Okay, so how this works is sometimes it's closest to the middle, sometimes it's first to the finish line, but whoever wins wins. And I'm gonna say special good luck to this person, Panet C30. If you win, you also would win. Because there's nothing special if you win, just you win. So good luck! Remember, exclamation mark, I want to go faster than everyone else, so fast that I can win, please, makes you go faster. So make sure you spam that in chat. Because you gotta catch up on Dumbitarian here. Go banana! Oh, that looks fun. Whee! Oh! Zangzi! No! Zangzi! Don't spam the same thing. If you're gonna spam chat, at least have fun with it. Don't just spam exclamation mark. That's just annoying. You gotta have fun with it. If you're gonna spam chat, spam something interesting. Go, Tanner! Go, Tanner! You got this! I believe in you! Oh, wow, you actually did make it. It would have been a lot funnier. Oh, goodbye, Andrew. Oh, wow, a lot of people have no aim. A lot of people have no aim. A lot of people are losing their momentum. Go, Jim! You got this, Jim! It's all on you, Jim. Nope, there goes Panet. Go, Jim Macrobot. You better not be a robot, Jim. You better actually not be a macro. Oh, well, you went too far. Who's gonna go through first? Oh, Marcus! Marcus Frisbee is in the lead! Oh, you might have this, Marcus. Unless Jim has more momentum. Oh, Marcus has it, I think. Go, Marcus! Marcus Frisbee. Congratulations, Marcus Frisbee. You have won yourself a spool of PolyMaker filament. Let me pull it up here. Main menu, confirm. F. Marcus Frisbee. 1 of 1. Ooh, you're lucky. Okay, congratulations, Marcus. You have won yourself a spool of filament from PolyMaker. You will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from PolyMaker. Tanner. Yeah, you can't. Close. Unfortunately, there's only the one prize, so it's like, eh. Better luck next time. I mean, we give away 3 spools a week, so. One day. One day. Okay. Next, we have the part cooling fan. Or the electronics cooling fan. So I've got 2 of these. So one of them gets the fan, and one of them doesn't. So let's do that. So I'm assuming that goes. Which way do we want the elect? I'm assuming we want that towards the middle. Oh wait, are these which way do the fans go? That goes like that. Okay, yeah, I guess it goes like that. Okay. That goes like that. Wait. Yep. And then... yeah, okay, I guess it goes like that. Okay. And then... oh, I need my accent pieces. Oh no. My accent pieces. I can't do anything without my accent pieces. What holds it together? M3/8. Woo! M3/8. What would we do without M3/8? I swear. What would we do without M3/8? Okay. Oh, wait. These are... nope, these aren't what I'm looking at. These are different. Wait. Okay. Oh! Okay, I see. They go upside down. They go upside down. Go upside down. There's little flats on them, and the flats correspond to the notches. So they go like that. Is saving 10% off your order really a coupon? I mean, if you want to save 10% off your order, Gamer Subs, you can use code Canuck and save 10%. Which way should the wire go? I should probably have the wire up top, actually. Shoot. The logo sideways? Yeah, the logo's sideways. Give me a second to fix it. I noticed it as soon as I started screwing the first screw in. I'm like, hopefully nobody says anything. This is the top. I had it backwards too. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. Okay. So that goes there. We need to find the right one for the accent to be straight up and down. There we go. Okay, so this goes that way. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that's that one, and then this. Goes like that. Just like that. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that is that. So that is a vent. So now we got the other one, whereas this one is literally just that, I think. Because, yeah. This is just accent. Create. There we go. Take care, Martin. Just so you guys know, like, this is the last thing we're doing. We're just putting the skirts on and we're calling it. So if it's late for you and you want to head out, you're not going to miss much, because we're just finishing up the skirts and calling it a night pretty much. So what the heck are these for? When's the next Trident stream? Probably next Saturday. I got a feeling this will be a Saturday night thing. I mean, we might do one during the week, because you know what? We probably will. It'll probably be Friday. This will be the next Friday stream, because next Saturday I want to just do a print and chill. Because usually the stream before I leave for something, I try not to do anything crazy. I like to just do a nice relaxing stream. So next Saturday stream is just going to be a relaxing stream, because the Monday I fly out for a week. So the next part of this will be on Friday. Plus, we'll actually probably be doing something a little bit more exciting than skirts and putting rails on. So make it a little bit more sense for a weekday. Okay, so that's that. So one M5 and two M3s on the side. Okay. So this side is, if this is the top, we want this like this. And I want to orientate this the same way. So this one has the fan in it. Okay. So we got an M510 in the middle, and then M3s. One M510 in the middle, and then two M3s on each side. M5, M3/8, and M5, M5, 10. 1, 2. One, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Grab some of these guys. Yeah, you're not missing much. We're just putting skirts on right now. So gotta go there. Oh wait, no. The flat side's out. I can't do the Steve thing. The flat side has to come out. Or wait, does the flat side go in? Flat side out, right? Yeah, it's flat side out. Yeah, that goes like that. Flat side out. I like the curved side out. I much prefer them to have this curved side facing out, but I know the flat side goes out. I just, aesthetically, I like the curved side out, but can't do it all the time. Oh wait, no. Curve side's got to go out. Curve side's got to go out because the yeah, curve side out on these because the radius for the bottom plate. Yeah, it is curve side out. It is curve side out. On the sides, at least. On the fronts, it's no, that's curve side. That's curve side. Yeah, no, it is curve side out. They changed it. I thought it was supposed to be flat side out all the time. I can't remember. I can never remember. You think, you know, knowing that, you know, I'm part of the team, I would actually pay more attention to this stuff. But I don't. Pin message is still up. I know. It's called engagement bait. If I leave it up there, somebody will go, how do I enter? Fans are flat out. Yes. The fans are flat out. There we go. Make sure this wire isn't pinched. This wire is pinched. No, we're good. We're good. Screw that one in. I know you can't really see much, but you're not missing much. I'm screwing on skirts. Okay, and then this one gets this guy. Fans on the inside. Oh no, that ain't gonna work. Shoot. I'm pinching my fans. Dang it, I'm crunching the fans. Gotta take out this stupid little wire. See, I have them like this, and the problem is this is pinching, so I gotta get them through that stupid hair. Snip, snip. Snip, snip, shop. Snip it a shop. There we go. What I'll do is I'll just put a glob of super glue on it just to make, or hot glue just to make sure I don't accidentally rip them out. because that would suck. Okay, center that. There we go. PB Pandolfi. Thank you for coming a member. Cheers and appreciate it. Now, we do the same thing we just did, but on the other side. That's so cool. Who'd have thunk it? Did you have any idea, class, that what we just did on the one side, we would be doing on the other side? I can't believe it. It is such a mind-blowing thing. I never could have predicted that. Nope. Yeah, I know. It's so surprising. Like, I just can't believe it. Come on. Get in your hole. There you go. Get in your hole. My key of Allen. Ah. There we go. And there we go. Almost done. Almost done. We are almost done. Almost done. Like, part of me gets why we're putting the skirts on this early. But part of me is like, why are we putting skirts on? But it's like, yeah, for the way this goes together, it kind of makes sense to have the skirts on. Okay. And you know what? We're probably going to have to put the... I don't know if we're going to have to put the feet on. Inverted electronics. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm still a fan of not inverting electronics. Or, sorry, how do I wear this? I'm a fan of the bottom. I'm a fan of the bottom electronics. I'm not a fan of back. Well, I'm a fan of trying to take up as little space as possible. So if the electronics got to be underneath for it to work, electronics got to be underneath for it to work. But the inverted mods aren't too bad. As far as community mods go, they're probably one of the better ones. Question is, how often are you guys flipping your printers? Like, after I have them built, I rarely, like, they go on the shelf. Okay. So we've done the other side, and now, yeah. We're going to call it here, I think. Yeah, we're going to call it here, because the next thing is, like, mounting electronics and stuff. We're not going to get that far. Yeah, we're not gonna get that far. And then you got to put the feet on after that bottom plate. Yeah, so we're going to call it there. I think this is a good spot to call it. I think this is a good spot to call it. Go in there, go there. Little extra screws go there. Lock you up so I don't lose you. And now, I hope I can flip this over and I don't break the screen off. So we'll find out in a second. Please don't hit. Please don't hit. We're good. this. There we go. There. And there we go. Are you caught? Please tell me you're not caught. No, you're not. What are you caught on? The blue cable. What is the blue wire? There you go. There we go. Cool. Behold, the Trident. This ain't a bad size. This ain't a bad size. This ain't bad. So just for comparison, it is 22.5 inch. So it'll be 23 inches tall with the feet. Whereas this one is also, yeah. So these two Tridents are the same height, but that's a 350. This is a 300. And I think this size makes a lot more sense. Oh, that looks nice. And then it's got the clicky clack door. Oh, that'll be nice. That will be nice. How is this cable supposed to run? Because you can't go through there because it's a belt. How are you supposed to run this cable? I'll make it work. Figure something out. Cool. So yeah. So I think we're going to call it there. I am tired. I'm going to go finish my drink. Yeah, we're almost at midnight. We are almost at midnight. So yeah, so we will continue on with part 4 of this build Friday. So Tuesday's stream, we might do the Prusa. If I can figure out how to start that build properly on stream. We will start with the Prusa. If not, I'll do something else on Tuesday. And then this will be Friday. Saturday will be a chill stream. And then the Tuesday, oh, and then Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to do a member stream. So if you're a channel member or Patreon supporter, or you become one between now and then, or you're lucky and someone gifts you one between now and then, Wednesday or Thursday, there will be a members only live stream, probably afternoon sometime for about an hour or two. Just hanging out, you know how they are. And then, yeah, Friday, regular stream, Saturday, regular stream. And then next week, so not this week coming up, the next week, I will not be here from Monday to Friday. There should still be a stream or two. I just don't know what time and what date. So we're gonna call it there. Again, shout out to Siboor for providing this kit for this build series. If you are interested in getting one of these yourself, there is a link in the description. It is not an affiliate link, it's just a regular link. But down there, while you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. There are links in the description though. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. Also down there is the PolyMaker link. You need some filament, check them out. And thanks to them for the spool of filament we give away this stream and every stream. And lastly, for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there, wash your hands, and I will see you on Tuesday. Goodbye.